Alrighty, hello and welcome everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Sorry, I just saw a message there in the chat. How's everyone doing today? Happy New Year. It's going to be 2022, and here we're going to be kicking off with a King of the Hill. So, what does this mean to all of you? This means basically the winner stays on, and the one who stays on the most as the king will be winning today's event. So, it should be pretty interesting. We're going to be starting off here with Mr. DBD Storm Runner going up against Mr. RTK Cool HR. So, it should be a pretty decent start here. Um, Alright, so welcome everyone. Heyo, how we doing, Matt? We have, of course, Mr. Human Boy. For those that don't know who the big man, the myth, the legend is, and if you don't, at this point, I don't know how you don't know who he is, but let me just cheekily chuck a little message there from him. Let's check this open. Reaching the 600 mark. Congratulations there, Mr. Human Boy. Love it. I love to see it. There's going to be a link there to Mr. Human Boy's channel. For those that don't know him, do go check him out there. He's a really, really nice guy here in the community. And certainly puts on some fantastic content. So if you don't know him, do go say hello. So he's going to be there as well. And, you know, welcome, my friend. I hope you're having a good day. Hi, Parkerilla. Happy New Year. Welcome, my friend. How are you? How are you? So we're going to have Hunting Bra as well. And CJ, yes. 1K, yes. We managed to hit the dreaded 1K, which is really, really awesome. Really, really excited for that. So thank you very much for all your lovely support. Yep, I'll go ban High Elves and Dwarfs. Chaos ban Dark Elves. Okay, so the dreaded Chaos here coming up against either the Empire or the Wood Elves. And I think here Colin Shah will be going Wood Elves. I don't really see him going anything else. I mean, of course, here going with the Sons of Sigmar would be quite the matchup indeed. Certainly would be quite lore thematic indeed. But I think that, knowing Colin Shah, I think he will more than likely be going the evil tree men of the Athaloran Forest. More than likely. Ah, Mr. Azer. You guys can't see that, but I can see Azer4 has joined to Total War Warhammer 2. He was actually one of my very first subscribers on the channel. An absolute legend. You know, he used to watch me when I used to do my legendary campaigns way back in the day. We get in there. You are, my friend. You are getting there. Can't wait till we make it 10k. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Matt. Yeah, if I made 10k, I don't know what I'd do with myself, to be quite honest. Yeah, but yeah, you get in there, Human Boy. And if you don't know Human Boy, of course, do go support him. Very different, and brilliant content than what I'll bring. And yeah, it's really, really sort of fun, different stuff outside the box that you can do with Warhammer that certainly keeps it nice, fresh, and interesting, which is something that I think would really appeal to more of the community if they just knew it did exist. So do feel free to go check it out. And you'll certainly see something that I'm sure you'll like, for sure. Definitely my favorite thing is probably either the gladiator stuff you do, or maybe even, I kind of like your, it's, I mean, I can't remember what you call it. I kind of call it capture the flag, right? But it's sort of where it's 2v2, but one person has like a very, very small elite army, and then it's kind of bolstered by a full army. And if the little army with the lord there, if that lord dies, you lose the game, essentially. Alright, so... Oh, going Empire with Mr. Cool Shah. Okay. It looks like here he has been getting the Sigmar training in the RTK camp. Certainly here I would have been normally seeing him go with the, you know, with kind of the Wood Elf pick before, if he was kind of being the traditional Cool Shah that came through the Shortbeard League. But looks like here he's going to be going through the ranks of the RTK scene, which is quite a few Empire mains in there. Quite a few strong players indeed. So it would seem that yeah, we're going to be seeing the Sigma Sons. I like it. In my personal opinion, I think we see the Sigma Sons enough. I like to see them a little bit more here in the multiplayer scene. No, you're too kind. Which version are we doing today? We already know. The version we are doing today is just going to be the normal King of the Hill. If that's what you're asking for, hunting. All of you guys voted for the normal King of the Hill. So For those who don't know, in the Discord, I asked you guys, what would you like to play? We had Norman King of the Hill, then we had the Ranald's Gift King of the Hill, which is basically, it's a random generator. It's probably what I would have said, I should have said. Where you guys can come in and I basically smash a button. It gives you a random faction and a random legendary lord that you have to bring in battle, which, you know, can be quite fun at times. 2v2, which is something we don't see too much here. Free-for-all as well, which is also really, really fun. You each get 10,000 gold and you basically 4 players run at each other, and the top 2 kind of stay. So, you know, there's, you know, some different play there. Zinch King of the Hill, which is a really fun one, where you must play the faction that you last beat. So let's say Logic is the current King of the Hill, and the player comes in, I'm the Wood Elves, and someone with Norska challenges me, and I beat the Norskan player, I now have to be Norska. And let's say I play Norska up against Beastmen, and then I beat Beastmen with Norska, I now have to be Beastmen. And then when I'm Beastmen, if someone beats me, with let's say with Dark Elves, the Dark Elf player now has to be Beastmen. So essentially, you know, it forces players to use other factions. It's a pretty interesting idea. I quite liked it. That original idea actually came from Mr. Human Boy himself, actually. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one of those events again. That event was super fun. For sure. Hey, Mr. Undead. Hey, guess who's back from the dead? How you doing, my friend? How are you? Welcome. Hello there, Mr. Contende. Another absolute legendary in the scene here. Let me use my skills. Don't have many, but I have some. I'm gonna be able to find you, Mr. Contende. I should be able to find you. Contende. Here we go. So we've got another absolute legend here from the LS scene. Let's give that a cheeky pause. And for those who don't know, this is Mr. Contending. He is another streamer on the Twitch side of life. So do feel free to go follow that chicken win the chicken dinner there. Go feel free to follow him. And he's a lovely man who's does most of his content on Twitch. So do feel free to go search him up as well. I think mostly Contender, you mostly just do your own POV, is that correct? I believe. You are a very busy man, to be fair. So I know that you you get content out there whenever you can, for sure. All right, so we are going to have the old school match here of the old world. We are going to be having the Chaos going up against the Empire, and it's like Storm's going to be ready. Now, something you've got to be careful here is the dreaded kite, and certainly can be brought here. You know, he's looking at Outriders and Pistoliers. You know, they can certainly get in and do the dirty work of Sigmar. You know, when Sigmar turns his head away, they can certainly get in and do all the nasty stuff. And it could be pretty difficult for the Chaos Legion to deal with that sort of force, but you will be needing quite a lot of those wolves. You're going to see you would probably normally see quite a mobile force coming in for the Chaos. Chaos Warhounds, certainly with some poison in there. You're definitely going to be wanting all sorts of levels of throwing axes or throwing javelins. You're going to need some sort of skirmish horseplay, because if you don't, and they do kite, Empire are pretty nasty. Empire are pretty nasty when it comes to that, especially when they've got a Reiksguard and they've got all these extremely heavily armoured knights that can come in and charge you down and kind of ruin your day and make you a pretty sad son of chaos. Yeah, you just got to be careful of the dreaded kite, I think. Yeah, for sure. I think you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. And even if those wolves don't have any sort of horsemen to chase after, they certainly got some dreaded huntsmen or some of those invisible silver bullets to get their nice big jaws round. New content is getting unhinged. I just moved from my new house. It should be finally up and streaming soon. Awesome stuff. I love it. Hubby, I'm worried about you. Your content is getting unhinged. I love it. Which one's not my fault? The game is silly. It's true. Empire Kite is really strong. Yes, you've got to be a man of ultimate micro though. That's for sure. You've got to be the man of ultimate micro. I did enjoy seeing Marionette Gorich. I'm not going to ask what that is. Because I'm not sure I want to know. But I'm going to say yeah. But Chaos is stronger. It is true. And many men of Sigmar have fallen to the gaze of Chaos, that is for sure. Chaos is weak, Skaven is strong. Yes. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, so this here, oh my god, this is a force indeed. So, let's start here with the Empire. So, for the Sons of Sigmar, we are going to be having Outrider Grenade Launchers. What an absolute Chad pick. Here with Pistoliers in the front line. And we're going to come with the Demogryph Knights, some of the elite cavalry that we have here from the side of Sigmar. And, oh my god, they're gorgeous. Look at these boys. Look at them there. Look at their little prates. Oh, they are so goddamn cool. But yeah, of course, they're going to be pretty strong there. They're going to have, I think there's a bit of lag here, unfortunately. But they are going to have 125 armor, good armor piercing. I think this is going to be the 1.4k, yeah, with the Lancers, which is pretty nice. I do like the Halberds, but I think the normal Demogryph Knights, they certainly pack a punch. And also going to have some Empire Knights, mixing in with some Spearmen here, some with shields, some without. With shields, making them very, very cost efficient indeed. In the front here, Free Company Militia, and yeah, you can see some of the Pistoliers and Outriders over there on the right-hand side. More Fidelians in the middle, with the Silver Bullets, and of course, Volkmar the Grim. Volkmar in lore, I think he dies by sacrifice, I think. Does he get sacrificed by Vlad? Was it Vlad, or was it Manfred? Manfred, I think he was sacrificed for some sort of unholy magic. But anyway, the Grand Soulfire, Grand Shield of Faith, the Grand Hammer of Sigmar, Banishment, and the Jade Griffin will be the items of choice today. And for the Chaos, we are going to be having, it looks like, the Chaos Warhounds with Poison, the Marauder Horse Masters in the back here, with, looks like Marauders in the front, Forsaken, some aspiring champions as well. Gonna like to see the boys here, the Elite Boys of Chaos, coming in here, trying to see if they can, you know, rise up to maybe even be the Chosen One. Who knows? Who knows? In the side here, we are going to see Forsaken, along with some more Marauders, and it's like here, more Horse Masters, and more Chaos Warhound Poisons. Forsaken here in the back with, it looks like here we are going to have the double Chaos Knights with Lances. Now these bad boys are bad to the bone for sure. They're going to have great charge bonus, 80 coming in, 46 kind of weapon strength as well. Pretty decent stats, pretty slow though, but 120 armor is, you know, certainly going to help them punch through the majority of the force. In the back here, we are going to have the Chaos Sorcerer of Metal. He's gonna fit in pretty nicely, actually. You know, you couldn't really tell he's there, but he's going to have the Forbidden Rod, the Final Transmutation, Plague of Rust, Searing Doom, as well as Metal Shifting and Evasion. For the Lord Choice, do we have one? We should have a Lord Choice here somewhere. Oh, he's in the middle here. Ah, he's hidden behind the flag. He's hidden behind the flag. Ah, of course, yes, the man of Slaanesh here. We are going to have Prince Sigvold, the Magnificent with Stand or Die, Heroic Killing Blow, Slippery, Auric Armor, and of course all these other racing things. Perfect Vigor, making him extremely strong with Strider and Immune to Psychology. He's also going to be given Encourage, Expert Charge Defense, you name it, he's got it. And he is certainly very powerful, but you've got to be careful there, that especially in that late stage. Coming in with Perfect Vigor is certainly something that is heavily underrated in my personal opinion. Yeah, nerf Skaven. Indeed, indeed. We need to nerf the Skaven, please. Skaven nerf, yes, yes. Alright. Looks like here we are going to be ready. Good luck, have fun. I'd love to see that from the boys. Let's get it underway. Going to kind of scoot my boot over here to the right-hand side of the map. Just, I think this is where we're going to be seeing like kind of the majority of the battle here in the middle. Now, early engagement, we can see 90 range here, going up against, I think it's 90, oh, it's 80 range of the Pistoliers. But the Outrider Grenade Launchers 100 range, and they'll certainly butter the bread here of the Marauder Horse Masters, if given the opportunity. But of course here, Chaos Warhounds with Poison, they'll certainly get around the back and they'll certainly do some big shutdown. They do have missile resistance, 15% as far as I can remember. Yeah, 15%, so pretty decent overall. Pistoliers, they'll do the big dreaded kite. But of course here, 90 speed up against 95. Got to be careful. This here is, I think, a bit of a misplay here coming in for Call HR. Is he going to get... He is going to be in range. Is the shot going to go down? The shot does go downtown. And not doing too much damage. 50 armor there in for the Marauder Horse Masters. So these two are going to be about the same. This is unfortunate. This is a bit of a mistake here. And Chaos Warhounds, yep, they're going to do what they do best. And they're going to get in the back. And that is going to be the end of those Pistoliers. Unfortunately, they will not be coming back. In the middle, though, Free Company Militia shooting alongside here the Outrider Grenade Launchers. They're going to be doing some good work in the front. Forsaken, though, pretty decent armor. And these bad boys are going to be charging in here up against the Flagellants. And Flagellants, yeah, you know, they'll hold well for Sigmar, but they certainly don't have any armor. And the stats are okay. They're not brilliant. In the front here, we are going to be having the aspiring champions fighting alongside Prince Sigvold. So it's like here, trying to see if they can prove themselves to Slaanesh. Maybe trying to see if they can get up the ranks there in the Chaos divisions as they just slaughter men here of Sigmar in the name of Khorne, blood for the blood gods, and of course skulls for the skull throne. In the middle, Forsaken up against Flagellants yet again. It's just going to be a mass front line of Badonk. And here we go, Spearman up against the Marauders. And it looks like here we are going to get an overcast Plague of Rust here on the Demogryph Knights. Charged down here by the Chaos Knights and Lancers. They're going to get caught up here by the Empire Knights. A nice little pin there. Nice maneuver coming in from Court HR. In the back though, there's like a lot here of the Chaos Knights and Lancers are going to be fighting against the Demogryph Knights. The Halberds, yeah, they're having a bit of a problem here. Not having a great time. So the Metal Sorcerer is in the back, and in the middle here we are going to be having Sigvold fighting up against the Silver Bullets. Nice splash damage there in the middle, going down up against the Handgunners. And you can see just handgunner after handgunner getting slapped back and falling down here. And in comes the Wizard. The Jade Wizard's in. Just a nice, beautiful charge there. And I think that's certainly very brave indeed. He'll definitely die here if he's not careful. Regrowth, Earthblood, and Life Bloom here as the toolkit. So he's going to be fighting here. Sigvold just kind of takes no notice of the Jade Wizard. I think here is Storm's turn. I think we could certainly just kind of smash onto the face of the Jade Wizard. And it'll be kind of the end of days there. And the nice thing though, we do have Volkmar, especially when it comes up to like Flagellants and Chosen. They can certainly just do really, really well. So it's going to be Grand Soulfire here, down on the face of the elite men. I think they're fully armored men of Chaos, actually. I think they're head to toe, just complete armor. They're just complete metal. There is no being inside there anymore. I think flesh and armor are kind of like fused, which is, you know, kind of savage to think about. But over here, we are going to see Pistoliers shooting up against the Marauders. 39 models here, and it looks like the Pistoliers might be getting caught. Court HR here, sadly, getting caught a little bit on his micro. And here it looks like I really like the face masks here, like the sort of the helmets. Sorry, coming in like the nice little gold helmets here from the Pistoliers. However, on the balance of power, relatively even. It looks like here. Oh, we do get a beautiful charge there, and it's nice that we get the charge on the Warhounds because it is a good 32. No, it's not 32. Sorry, 20 charge bonus, which is actually pretty decent considering they have what 20 melee attack. Yeah, they could do pretty well there up against the Warhounds. Not great melee defense from them. Anybody here where we've got Silver Bullets going strong, but unfortunately the dreaded charge of the Chaos Knights with Lancers is going to be dawning on their face, and oh, yep, that's about as well as you expected that to go. And the Silver Bullets are going to be falling here. A little bit of support from the Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, and that is going to be the end of the Regiment of Renown. In the middle though, Volkmar the Grim is going to be finding himself in a rather lonely position, and he doesn't really want to get caught by Prince Sigvold. He will do the big stuff indeed. That's going to be one hit from behind. That was successful. And we are going to get the regen, but it looks like here Sigvold is going to be in the ultimate chase. And then we'll outrider grenade launchers. They are in. They will fire. They'll destroy the Marauder Horsemasters, but the rest is going to survive pretty well here, I think. I think here taking that engagement with the Pistoliers probably wasn't that smart. I think that you know, you didn't need to take that engagement, so you probably shouldn't have. But the same could be said here as well for the outrider grenade launchers. Just keep them away. I know, of course, that's easier said than done, but, you know, you just need to make sure... Ah, there we go. That's going to be quite a lot breaking there, unfortunately. Pistoliers and the grenade launchers are super key here to this matchup. Demogryph Knights have returned. We still have 23 models, 3,200 HP there, with some more spearmen here at the front. Pistoliers, the grenade launchers, in fact, getting charged off. They might get caught up here in a little bit of the Silver Bullets if they're not careful. They need to be microed correctly, otherwise they will get caught in behind. Here we go. Earthblood on the Demogryph Knights as they charge in here up against the Horsemasters. Spearmen in behind as well. They'll get a good braced kind of counter charge here up against the Horsemasters. And it looks like here Volkmar is certainly falling. Volkmar is not having a happy time. Sigvold, heroic killing blow going down. Sadly, I think this is going to be the end of days here for the man, the myth, the legend. A Grand Shield of Faith has been popped. Regrowth as well is going to be aiding there. Good healing, but there's no way he can fight Sigvold like this. Sigvold, let's have a look at Volkmar. Volkmar is going to be fresh though, so he's going to be fighting at full stats. But it's like Slippery has been put on for 84 melee defense. That is, even with that anti-infantry bonus there with charge, probably not going to be enough there to do really any sort of damage up against Prince Sigvold. What you want to do, allow them to get surrounded, get a banishment in here perhaps if you still got one left. And then maybe try and see if you can kind of clear out a lot of the cavalry. Demogryph Knights are in, and that is exactly what's going to be going downtown. Is it going to be enough, though, is the question. Banishment does go all over the face here of the Chaos. But it looks like it's not going to be enough here to kind of, you know, bring balance of power back too much. It is a little bit. We are getting a nice reinsurgence here of the Empire. We need to get some of those Silver Bullets in and doing the dirty damage. More Horse Masters in the back. It looks like here the Jade Wizard is going to be rather damaged. Negative 115. That is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to the Chaos and DBD Storm Runner. Let's go, ponies. Indeed, let's go. Let's remove that. Gotta love the bots. Yeah, GG's well played here. GG's well played. And anybody that's watching today, if you are enjoying the content today, do feel free to leave a cheeky like. It really, really does help here on the content. Of course, the more likes you get there, or even dislikes if you're not enjoying the content, you know, that's also acceptable. If you dislike or like the content, it actually really helps on the YouTube algorithm, brings more people here, etc., so they can see the live stream. So yeah, so do feel free if you are enjoying the live stream. And secondly, do feel free to subscribe. We did just hit that 1,000 mark. We're actually, you guys have been subscribing like absolute mad recently, and I've just become a partnership here with YouTube. I've just got my monetization and everything like that. So thank you so much for all of your support. We managed to hit there. We do have some other targets as well, and the more I grow, the more things I can do with YouTube, the more things I can do with CA, and basically the more I give you. So the bigger I get, the more you get, essentially, is the way that kind of goes. So yeah, awesome. So great victory here from Storm Runner. It's going to be 66 kills, 4,000 damage value there for Prince Sigvold, the man, the myth, the balanced legend. And yeah, Sigvold didn't really do anything. He just kind of buttered the bread here of Volkmar, and that was it. That was it. 190 in for the Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, with 492 there from the Chaos Marauders, 420 for the Aspiring Champions, with the Forsaken at 1,000, and 480. So 1,170 for the Chosen, with 1,160, 1,300 for the Chaos Knights with Lances, with the Horse Masters coming in at 1,200, 580, and it looks like here we are going to get 413, and 222 there from the Chaos Warhound. So yeah, very nice stuff. 113, 2,870 for Volkmar the Grim. That was a nice ending banishment there, which I did quite like. Good movement there from Quality Chart to kind of cycle him through all the infantry and do all the good stuff. And it's like 86 and 200 there for the Spearman. Vagella's coming in at 315 with 124, and as well here we are going to get 322. I think here for the Vagellans, I'd rather just take Spearman, I think personally, in this matchup. I think because if they bring any sort of heavy armor, there's not really too much you can do about it, I don't think. And Vagellans are great, but they just get crumped so easy by anything. Magic, range, you name it, they get kind of dumpstered by it. So I'm just thinking that maybe just going cheaper with Spearmen that have a higher level of melee defense, actually, it might even hold stronger and longer, even without the unbreakable status. The reason being is even if you go down to like 10 models and you're still fighting with the Flagellants, they're not going to stop anything. So if you get like a cavalry charge, they're just going to walk, or like Warhounds, they're just going to walk straight through you anyway. So I think in Spearmen that also come with the anti-large bonuses, the shields as well for missile resistance. I just think overall, for a cheaper price pool, with 42 melee defense, that's going to exponentially, as the game goes on, treat you better than just a high level of melee attack will. I just think that Spearmen are kind of really nice. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions there. So we are going to get 350 from the Free Company Militia, with 580 from the Silver Bullets. 415 for the Empire Knights, and the Demogryphs coming at 1,150. They did take quite a long lunch break there in the middle of the battle, but they came back and they played pretty well, 77 kills. Actually, I think they're a really good pick in this matchup. I think if you get like Shield of Thorns on top of them and stuff like that, you can certainly see some nice buffs for the Demogryphs. Was regrowth needed in this build? I don't think so. I think I would have dropped regrowth and maybe picked up a Shield of Thorns. You know, give some nice buffs to the Demogryphs once they fight here up against Chaos Knights with Lances, or just, you know, kind of any other elite kind of units that do come this way. But 118, 855, and also 308 there for the Pistoliers, 560, and 786 there for the Outrider Grenade Launchers. GG. Good luck in the next round for the game. Nice. Sigvold OP, indeed. Yeah. That's all that needs to be said there, I guess. That's all that needs to be said. So, where is the donation sign? I have no idea. I feel like there should be. Maybe I haven't set it up yet. Maybe I've got to set it up. I really don't know. I really don't know. Got a list, Mr. Logic? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The list is in general. Yeah, it's in general. So it's like Chocolate Ramen will join. We got Mr. Undead as well. Hey, Frizz Froz, welcome to the Discord. Alrighty, so we've got those in there. Yeah, so it's just on the general in my Discord if you wanna play. Get some, baby. Hey, Captellus, how are we? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Let me have a little sneaky gander at this. I don't actually know how to set that up. I don't know. There must be a way. Yeah, monetization looks like it's all good. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Maybe I've got to set that up somewhere. Hey, Doggo, how you doing? Frizz Froz, welcome, 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 welcome. Alright, so, I'm going to be having Artisan Tech Priest in. The Memester. Welcome. Alright, so there's going to be pick 3 band 2 from Storm, but no worries to Chaos, please. Yeah, there should be a donation button. I don't know why there isn't. Probably because I just haven't set it up, to be fair. I probably just haven't set it up right, really. Yeah, there we go. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I can't do that on... I don't know, actually. I don't know. You should be able to. I don't know why you can't. Should be able to. Maybe there is some more steps that I have to do. Alright, so we are going to be having... we kind of need to swap these around, really, because Storm's on the other side. Let's put Storm Runner in here. Storm Runner. Let's put you in there, my friend. I'll put Artisan on this side. Artisan. Alright, so one there to Mr. Stormrunner. Ooh, we've got another one in here. We'll remove that, thank you. Doing good, finally on good health again. Good, glad to hear it. What are you, my friend? Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good, had a great new year. Oh, nice, CJ. Yeah, feel free to link me to some of those videos, and I'll give them a look. I don't know if I got to set up my account or something with it, or something like that. I'm not too sure. I don't know what I got to do really. It's not something I really know anything about, to be quite honest. It's probably something I should know something about, but I don't. So yeah, I should be getting better with that. Alright, so Mr. Artisan Tech Priest is going to be... Oh, let's see what we got here. So, we're going to have Dark Elves, Wood Elves, Skaven, Band Greenskins, and Brett. I'll ban Dark Elves and pick High Elves. So we have no Volkmar Doomblob here from Artisan. Well, at least not yet. At least not yet. No, Artisan, what has happened to you? What has happened to you? Alright, so we are going to have a Rivalry of Elves here. We are going to be having the Asur going up against Atholoran. And I forgot the name, what they call themselves. What do the Wood Elves call themselves? They have a name for themselves. They certainly call themselves something. Let me have a look. I think it's the Azrai, maybe? Yeah, the Azrai. Yeah, I thought they called themselves the Azrai. I've been following your vids for a while now, but it's the first time on the Discourse has streamed, so this is the face behind the charming voice. Oh, thank you very much, man. Yeah, too kind. Yes, this is the... it is I. It is I. Oh, yeah, by the way, how do you guys feel about having the video on? How do you feel about having the camera on while streaming? Should I have it on? Should I not? I know a lot of you guys throw it uproar when I don't have it on, and then some of you would prefer me not to have it on. So I'm kind of happy to do either or. Don't really mind. It's kind of up to you guys, really. If you prefer to see more of the battle and less of this, which is, I understand that. That's also fine. All right, so we'll change the map. We'll go here to. We have to pick quite a high elf map. Let's think about this. So. Star of Avalon map is actually low-key garbage. Let's go here with Summer Song. Yeah, Summer Song is quite a high elfy map, I think. Yeah. It's quite a high elfy map. The Azrai, yes, that's the one. Hey Benzo, how you doing, man? Miss out on that handsome face. Okay, fair enough. I can't argue with that. All right, so we have some questions. And Warhammer 3 related. Oh, Warhammer 3, Ola à toi. So, what are you looking most forward to? I think the best camera spot is top right. You aren't hindering spells or abilities, otherwise, yeah, keep it. Yeah, so on my side of things, because I am the... You can't see any spells from my side. Because I'm the caster, you can't see any spells. Mr. Contender. If you are doing the castings, you can't see any spells. Yeah, so if I'm doing like campaign or I'm doing something, I normally put myself in the top right. So yes. We also have the Cathay. Oh la la, the Cathay. What else do we have? We have the Ogres. Yes, so when I'm watching, because I'm watching these two as like an overall battle, I can't see any of their winds of magic. I can't see anything towards that, which is quite annoying sometimes because it'd be really nice as a caster to know what sort of winds of magic that these players have kind of left in their pools, so I can go, in certain scenarios I can go, oh, I really feel like I should be using a Soul Stealer at this moment, or something like that, but I can't see, so it's a bit, yeah, it's a little bit annoying. I'd like to see that kind of thing, Yeah. Yeah, you really can't see anything. Like if I'll show you when we get in. Actually, I'll turn my face off just for a moment. I'm excited to play Cathay on the campaign and Kislev in the multiplayer. Yeah, nice, man, nice. I mean, I think how you can't like big battle axes and polar bears, like, it's got to be the one. It's got to be Kislev. I mean, that's for me, right? That's for me. Yeah, so if I turn my face off right here, should be able to do that. Yeah, so if I turn my face off, you'll see that you now see what I see, which is this is it. And if I press I get rid of this as well. This is like the whole thing. I can turn off I, by the way. I don't have to have this on. I can just turn this off. And, you know, this is what I see. I literally don't see anything else. So yeah, you know, you don't actually see that much. You know, what I talk about is literally what I see on the battlefield and what I see going on. So for the High Elves, we are going to be having the Fireborn. Do you know what? I really like having it, so I can talk about them actually. So martial mastery here with the fire resistance and physical resistance. You can see here pretty decent stats as well. Fire anti-large, 80 charge bonus, 110 armor. You know, you name it. These bad boys with 78 speed as well. They've got it. They've got absolutely everything here. They've thrown the absolute kitchen sink here on these nice elite cavalry for sure. Shadow Warriors, 4 units in the front line, very good kite, a very Stormrunner play. Oh, and it's actually going to be an Artisan play. This is a very Stormrunner play. This kind of play, I normally like this quite a bit. But the Brahaga's Pride over here on the left as well. The elite lions of the Asur infantry. So yeah, very nice. We are going to have the Mighty Roar, which is a really strong ability. So -8 leadership, negative speed. You know, kind of keeps them trapped in with that fear. That's actually going to boost them up to -16 leadership if they, of course, don't have ITP or fear themselves. So anti-infantry armor piercing. The one struggle is, of course, only 35 armor, but 82 speed. It's pretty quick for lions. You know, lions aren't slow, but they're not normally that quick. In the middle, we are going to be having, Silver Guard, 4 units. Very good there, magic resistance. Major Shadows with the Melkor's Mystify Miasma. Spirit Leech here as well, and Life Leeching. A bit of a missed one here, coming in from Artisan. A little bit surprised by him, but of course we are not going to be seeing here the Magic Spell, which is going to be the one that imbues magic damage, which is, Logic will remember, it's not Fate of Yuna. It is, it's the one that causes terror. I forgot what it's called. For God's sake, Logic, you're terrible. Alright, anyway. But other than that, we have the Shadow King. We are going to have Eliphanai here with the Stone of Midnight, as well as Misled and the Moonbow. So yeah, very good stuff there. How can I forget what it's called? Aspect of the Dread Knight. Aspect of the Dread Knight? Aspect of the Dread Knight. I think. Yes. No. Maybe. It probably is. Aspect of the Dread Knight, I think. But here, we are going to be having Stormrunner in the front. We are going to have the Wardens of Sithral, so some of the elite men of the Azrai. So the Wildwood Rangers here with the anti-large, armor piercing, and armor sundering. 40 armor with those silver shields, but of course no physical resistance. So they're not super tanky, but they have some tank to them for sure. 59 melee attack is huge, with 45 melee defense, which is also no pushover with 90 leadership. It's absolutely absurd what these things are capable of doing. And of course, when fighting in the woods, they do actually get the bonus of the Guardians of the Wildwood, which gives them an extra bonus versus large, and charge defense against large as well, which is really nice. And their bonus versus large is already pretty strong at 15, so brings them up to 27, which is just a smidge off Slayer level, which is uber strong. So we also have Blade Singers. Blade Singers are a very nice infantry unit, very susceptible to kind of kite fire, which is unfortunately what we've got today. But we do have the Whirling Death here, which increases base weapon damage, but it has a reduction of armor piercing. Now, this is additive rather than multiplicative, which means we add a base plus 25 here. And that could be a bit of a problem when you have a percentage increase. If you do come with that plus 25 there for the Blade Singers, it could be a bit of a problem if you have something like Shield of Thorns that adds 20% extra base weapon damage. It seems that the system doesn't really like it, and sometimes is a bit buggy with it. Like when you have percentages and additive, it doesn't always work very well together for whatever reason. So it's over here, we're going to have a Waystalker with the Arrows of Kurnos and the Warrior's Bane. Never seen that before with the Hawkish position, so quite nice there to see that item today. The Spellweaver of Darkir with the Loix Blessing, the Arcane Conduit, Soul Stealer, Blade Wind, the Chill Wind, and the Wrath of the Wood. Also going to be here with the Ancient's Blessing, which is quite an interesting one. We are going to be having the Enigmas of Gairan, which is going to be the ROR Zotes, which will have Regrowth and Flesh to Stone. I think we're going to have some more in there. Or is it just going to be the one? It's just going to be the one, with the second unit of Blade Singers. On the outside, we are going to be having the Hackbane Tips, and it's going to be 2 units. 2 units there on the flank. Yeah, very nice stuff indeed. Very nice stuff indeed. Arcan's Mind Razor. Not quite. I think it was Aspect of the Dread Knight, I think is the correct spell. Alright, so both are going to be coming together. I'll pop that off for now, and we'll come back to that. So looks like we have some more Vanguarded ones, the Wild Riders with Shields. But this is really nice, seeing the Enigmas of Gairan. And the only problem going to be Logic's Blessing is going to run out. And the biggest problem you're going to see here is this. This is going to be this nice little elite force here is going to be getting shot here by the dreaded kite of the Shadow Warriors. Now, it's a little bit of a shame. I would have liked to have seen some of the other ones. What are they called? Not Shadow Warriors. They're called Shadow Walkers. Shadow Walkers coming in from Eliphanar. That would have been really cool. But of course, there you would have given it away. So Spirit Leech here on the Blade Singers. They do pay for physical resistance. You can see down there in the bottom left, they pay for physical resistance. They don't have magic resistance, which can kind of suck. But look at that there. Coming in for the Blade Wind. It's going to come straight through the Shadow Warriors. It's going to do some damage, but it's going to kind of find its way, kind of sadly going to sort of the right-hand side here of the Shadow Warriors. It's like Arcane Conduit has been popped there in the middle. We are going to be charging into the front. Waters and Sith out on top of the Enigmas of Gairan as they fight here up against the Silvering Guard. Not really a good place for either. You can see going down from 75 down to 45 army here for the Silvering Guard. So quite a lot of tank getting taken out here. In the middle of the front, we are going to be having Eliphanar getting into hand-to-hand combat by the looks. But he might be, I thought he'd be doing some more 360 shots here into the face of the Spellweaver. In the middle here, so the Blade Singers are going to drop. They do magic damage. Silvering Guard, of course, have 30% magic resistance. So yeah, it's pretty sucky for them. And yeah, that's going to be a pull-out. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a bit unfortunate one there. Unfortunate one indeed. Did we have another? We did. Thank you very much, Mr. Human Boy. Hello there, Mr. Zypher. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. How are we? This is just a really unfortunate one. Blade Singers died, and these have 30% magic resistance. The kite as well, just shooting over the top. Eliphanar was just literally going to dumpster the living daylights out of the spell. We were very lucky here that we didn't see the Regiment of Renowned Great Stag Knights, because there wasn't anything in this force to deal with it. Aspect of the Dread Knight is needed to imbue magic damage and terror, just so we can deal with that unit. Because if you don't, that unit is too grand of cavalry that if you heal it, is so goddamn cost efficient. This was a really cool build here coming in from Stormrunner, but sadly, yeah, we're not going to see too much from it. Oh, it was such a cool build. It was such a cool build. You probably could have shut down the Shadow Warriors. You probably could have shut them down, but you know, he lost his entire front line pretty much. Was it over? I don't think it was over, but want to roll again? No, I'll let you go again. Like it was a perfect kite. There was pretty much nothing Storm could do, pretty much. Nice quick builds then, gents. Nice quick builds. Yeah, yeah, I know, Cap. Yeah, it was. Oh no, I'm fine. All right, looks like Storm's he's gonna back out. I thought I'd offer him. Like it was a pretty disgusting roll. Pretty much everything that could have happened to him did, and yeah, it was pretty gnarly. But what we can see here is we're now going to be on to the man, the Rat Legend himself, I believe. And let's see if we can see him online. Here he is. Oh my god, representing the High Elves. I thought better of you, human boy. I thought better of you. I thought I knew you, man to man, but apparently you love those stinky algae. Yeah, it was the last game I had played. I don't like smelly elves. Nobody does. Revolt the Elves. Storm had a cool build. Yeah, he had a seriously cool build. Storm had a seriously cool build. I was like, legitimately, I was like, if this build does well, the world needs to see it. The world needs to see it. Now I'll go Wood Elves, Dwarfs, Empire, Band, Beastmen, and Ooh. Ooh. Nice, good stuff. Thought Human Boy, yes, would come in with pointy ears. He came in with another pointy ear. I know. Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. And I thought you were a rat main. Terrible. So Wood Elves, yeah, that's a pretty good counter there. You've got to be careful. The rat men, yeah, the thing is Wood Elves and Empire counter the rat men pretty hard. So you need something. So the rat men would do well against dwarves, but suck against the other two. You just got to be careful. Make sure you cover like kind of all elements. I mean, I think Chaos is a pretty good ban. Chaos does well against Wood Elves, does well against Empire and against dwarves. Lizardmen does well against Wood Elves. Really? How does Dark Elves? I think Dark Elves into Empire is pretty even. So this is how it goes. I think Artisan's best faction by far is Dwarfs. And then his second best is Empire with his Doom Blob. Yeah, the Doom Blob is real for sure. Mr. Alfredino has joined the Warhammer 2 game. That's what we like to see. I'll go Rats and play Empire. We'll have to ban. That is a bold strategy. Let's see if that pays off. He didn't even pick them. I don't want him to surprise me with Norska. Went on the list. They were lurking. Oh, I see. Sneaky Norska. Always lurking. Always lurking. That was a bold strategy, Cotton, for sure. Yo, what's up, Eldrin? How we doing, my guy? How are we doing? Those are some very inspired bands. Yeah. They just actually went, what do I want to play against? And then a Hugo was like, do you know what? I don't care. Just don't bring Norska. Weren't even on the list, but they were liking, and that's all that matters. Sneaky Norska. Alright, so we're going to be having the Skaven going up against the Empire, so we need an appropriate map. Now, did we have the Skaven going to the Empire, or have the Empire gone... Have they gone to the Warrens here of the Elite Ratmen, is the question. So, where are we going to be fighting battle today? They're trying to see if we get something nice and thematic. So we could go fight here in the... we could go... Let's say here the Ratmen have gone to... the dreaded Altdorf itself. They've gone to the outskirts. They've gone here to try and take over and build an undercity here in the big city of the Empire. And that's exactly where we're going to be fighting. So the Empire here are going to be holding on to the bitter end here up against the dreaded Ratmen. The king is going to be held up in his castle. And can he hold it is the question. Only time will tell. Yeah, so apologies, I don't have the other stuff set up. I thought that YouTube would do it automatically. It looks like it didn't, so sorry for that. I'll have to set that up in the next stream. So sorry I wasn't able to do that. That was maybe just a bit of ignorance on my behalf. Yeah, so we'll try and get that set up for next stream. Because when I did it on Twitch, it did it automatically for me. So a weeny bit of ignorance there on my behalf, I think. Yes. They can play in underway. Ooh, that would be interesting. Looks like they're ready. Looks like they've prepared. We can really spice it up for the next one if you guys want. If giants are cheap enough, they are good bullet sponges to waste enemy ammo. If they were super cheap, yes, but otherwise no. Because sadly they've got like 30 armor. They got like lots of health, but they're pretty comfortable to take down in multiplayer for sure. All right, so Artisan and Human Boy. Looks like Artisan is ready. We're going to be on the, as we said here, on the Altdorf outskirts. I wonder what we're going to bring here for Artisan. Now, if I know Artisan, we could be seeing the Doom Blob of all Doom Blobs, which means it will be Volkmar the Grim and a bucketload of heroes and protection. But you know, we could be seeing something different. And I think Human Boy is in the Mimi stage today, so we could honestly see anything here. We could honestly see absolutely anything. And I don't know what to expect, to be quite honest. I don't know what to expect. Let's have a look. So far for you guys, it looks like 48% of you, so nearly half of you are looking forward to Kislev. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Good answers. Although Ogres do look fun, and so do Cathay. I'm certainly more interested in those three, rather than the Chaos Gods, I must admit. I do like Chaos. But I'm certainly looking forward to sort of the more living side of life. Like, you know, I prefer my Dowie, my Empire. Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff in my keyboard. I saw that out. Yeah, I'm definitely more on the kind of, you know, the living good side. Like the Empire, Dowie, you name it. I like that. Apart from elves, you know. Apart from the elves, of course. Although I do like the Tomb Kings. I do like Cetra. Cetra, the man that has a bazillion names. He's certainly an absolute chad. What does a Nurgle Unclean One do when the Palanquin loses a wheel? He pulls out a new Nurgling out of his gut. Oh, lovely. I love it. Nurgle do look super fun though. They do look super fun. I think when it comes down to it, I think campaign-wise, I think people are probably going to like Tzeentch a lot, and I think otherwise it's going to be Nurgle for multiplayer. I think anyway. Oh yes, we are going to see the title. Are we seeing the dreaded Doom Blob? We're seeing the dreaded Doom Blob. Oh no, we're not. Okay, we've got Warrior Priest here with the Shield of Faith, the Soulfire, the Hammer of Sigmar, and the Banner of Eternal Flame. And the same here on the second one. We're also going to be having Volkmar the Grim with the Grand Soulfire, the Grand Shield of Faith, the Grand Hammer of Sigmar, Banishment, and the Jade Griffin. But this is a Chad build. This is going to be a full Warrior Priest build. That's going to be absolutely no Winds of Magic. I love it. So for the front line, we are going to have 5 units of the Naked Flagellants here. This is certainly going to be a Chad build for sure. This is basically going to be the Warrior Church of Sigmar. We are going to be having Knights of the Blazing Sun, Reiksguard as well here in the back. The elite Reiksguard here outside of their hometown. Reiksguard actually look really damn cool. The Regiments of Renown are super awesome. It's a shame that they suck so bad. But the one nice thing they do have is, as some of you guys that do follow my Discord will know, they do have Vanguard. As I built a full Empire force tomorrow. There will be the video coming out there from that. I haven't had an opportunity to do it, but tomorrow we'll be celebrating what I think is the best replay from that competition. But we'll quickly go through this and I'll explain the competition. So for the Ratmen, we are going to be having spears, Skaven slaves, just bucket loads of chaff at the frontier, pointed wing globes with a hill pit abomination in the middle. Rat ogres dotted throughout the line here with the play call catapults. The Skaven slaves, more rat ogres, and like more play call catapults as well. So it's going to be 3 of the dreaded catapults here. No. Alas, we are going to have one of the Ikit's Zap cannons. You know, just some magic ammunition with magic damage, so not going to do too much here up against the dreaded Volkmar. The Grim does have, I believe, 40% magic resistance. Yes, he does. Interesting stuff. Alright, so we are going to be going. So yes, so for those that don't know, the Lord choice here is going to be Deathmaster Snickitch. So where's the speller? The spell in the back here, we are going to have the Plague Priest here. Who's going to have Vermintide, both summons, and the item there, the protection item. The World of the Weeping Blades, the Deathmaster Sigil, Concealment Bomb, Slippery, and the Cloak of the Shadows. Yeah, pretty nice. So for those who don't know, Logic Challenges, which is on the Discord, I believe under tournaments, I set out a weekly challenge for you all, where I give you an army, and you have to send me the best replay possible. You send in the replay, and you also give me a description of what happened there on that replay. And then the one that I think is the best, for whatever reason that I decide, is the one I will cast. And every single time. So let's say I won last week, I won't do me again. There'll be somebody new for the next one, unless it is exceptionally good. I'll tell you what, no, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. Anybody can win it, even multiple times. The best replay wins. Alright, so Knights of the Blazing Sun here, getting an absolute chubby on here, and they're going to be seeing a bunch of clan rats here, just ready to rumble, and they're going to be charging downtown, and no, they're going to back off. The dreaded rat men do scare them off here, unfortunately, but in the front here, we are going to be charging. The warrior priest getting absolutely dumped upon here, down to half health already. Let's take the Hammer of Sigmar, the Grand Shield of Faith there, also the Shield of Faith is going to be popped. In the middle, Volkmar the Grim, Deathmaster Sigil has been popped, so he can't move here. I think it's about 13 seconds. In the middle, though, Deathmaster Snickage is going to be fighting alongside the Hellpit Abomination, getting charged here by the fire-damaging Knights of the Blazing Sun. Now, being we do have regen for the Hellpit Abomination, we do have a fire weakness. So there's something there to take into consideration. Sounds like the Word of the Weeping Blades is in the middle, and it looks like here, what is this going to be? This is going to be some sort of item here. Ah, the Grand Soulfire, but it does no damage here up against the Sigmarites, but lots of damage here up against the rest. Vigilants are entering in as well, and this here is going to be a Doom Blob to remember. Skaven Slaves in the back, they're going to get cleared out here by, it looks like, yes, a Banishment is going to come in the back and do some nice work. The Skaven Slaves do get terrified here by Volkmar the Grim. And it's like here, we're going to get terrified as well here with the Knights of the Blazing Sun. And in the back here, we are going to get the Dreaded Legion of the Plague Claw Catapults. In the front here, charging, it's going to be the Knights of the Blazing Sun, mixing with the Flagellants so we can pull in and out. And we do break the Dreaded Clan Rats. In the middle, it's like here, Skaven Slaves are going to be holding true. We're going to be lobbing into the front. Looks like they're going to be shooting there after the Knights of the Blazing Sun. And the remainder of the battle line here in the back is going to be holding. In the middle, the Flagellants now going to fight here up against the Poison Wind Globadiers. 100 armor for them, so they're not going to fall super quickly. But they should be able to hold long enough here that we can kind of get that kind of rat support. In the middle here, the Hellpit Abomination is going to get pushed away. It's going to be down there to 3,000 health. So it's not like super injured, but it's going to be on the low side of life. In the middle, Volkmar the Grim is going to be down to 1,200 HP. Now I'm going to be maneuvering in here with Deathmaster Snickage. He is going to be having the Weeping Blades, which reduces armor by 50%. You can see that big red down from 100 down to 50. That is so huge. Hellpit in the middle is going to thump so hard here up against Volkmar the Grim. He just needs to get out of there. Knights of the Blazing Sun need to kind of cover the retreat here and smash into the face of the Hellpit Abomination. 2.3k for him. Volkmar is trying to wheel and deal, but he has been poisoned. He was slow, but it looks like that he's going to get away. He's now got a Psychic Charge. He actually does fire damage himself. But he's been able to get in. It looks like the Pestilence Breath was popped in the middle there. He's going to clear out all of the Tattersouls. I'm running away here. Oh my god, Volkmar is getting swiped in the back. 680 health for him. And it looks like here we are going to be able to use the Knights here to pin in the Hellpit Abomination. Now we are going to be shooting down these Zap cannons coming on top of Volkmar the Grim. Did we manage to get in the back here? It looks like we did manage to get in the back. For the main battle line, we do see two Flagellants have popped through, including here the Warrior Priest with the Hammer of Sigmar. The other ones have not quite made it through. Flagellants still not going to be able to quite burst through these Skaven Slaves. Coming back here are going to be the Rat Ogres, mixing in here with Clan Rat Spears, trying to see if we can clear out that front line. Zap cannons are going to be shooting up against the Knights that are retreating here. Knights of the Blazing Sun do have magic resistance. And sadly here, it looks like Volkmar is going to fall. The Warrior Priest himself does go down. Now, it looks like here, I did hear a Deathmaster Sigil in the back, so he was pinned in here using Deathmaster Snickage. Slippery has been popped. We are going to fight in the middle here up against the Tattersouls, as well as the Plague Priest. He's going to be in and getting his hands dirty. Looks like that is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to the Skaven and Human Boy. Yes, yes. I love these streams. Nice, man. I'm glad you like them. Hey, Aldelmo, how are we doing, my friend? Welcome. How are you? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I like ogres because they look hella memey. Oh, man, they look like an absolute memeville, and I love it. All right, so we'll keep casting here because we are going to fight to the dreaded end. No, Artisan's going to pull out. Okay. I was thinking, oh, he's going to meme all the way to the very end. Ah, this was a memetron and a half. Sadly, Volkmar The beautiful Tashed Man sadly can't quite put it through, but 944 damage value for him. I think if he managed to cycle charge into the back and kind of do the goodwill there of Sigmar, he might have been able to kind of, you know, cycle all over the front here. But yeah, 1.1, 600, and 866 for the catapults. You know, doing all the good stuff that needs to be done. 1.9 there for the Hell Pit Abomination, 515 with 517 for the Rat Ogres, 1.1 and 1.2 there for the Poison Wind Globes. Balance as always. And would you believe it? Actually, they've been nerfed multiple times, and they're still extremely strong. 81, 126 with 440, and 355 for the Clanrat Spears, with 86, 120, 80, 27, 64, and 27 for the Skaven Slaves. 230 there for the Plague Priest, with 1,375 for Deathmaster Snicketch. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mind these two being slightly overpowered, and the reason being is the fact that the rest of the build would suffer otherwise. You know, you do have to have some powerful elements in your faction for sure. So 944 for Volkmar, 260, 76 there for the Warrior Priest. One of them got absolutely dumpstered, I think, here by the Zap Zap Cannon. We got 270, 408 with 1,100 for the Tattersouls, getting in there doing the good butchery with 315 and 274 there for the Flagellants. Knights of Blazing Sun in at 804 and 620. And it's like here, the Reiksguard 207 and 138. I love Reiksguard, but they are terrible. They are really, really bad. They are so bad. But I love it nonetheless. And who is this? Let me just check. Is this chocolate ramen? Do I know you, sire? I believe you have entered my realm without me knowing who you are. You got any other names, sire? No, just this one. Ah, yes, it is chocolate ramen. Nice. I have added you, sir. Alright, so we have Wood Elves, Dark Elves, High Elves. Ban Wood Elves, High Elves. You picked 3 elves. Terrible. Absolutely vile. Thank you very much, Mr. CJ DJ. I see you there in the back doing all the good stuff. Alright, so it looks like here is going to be the Elven Warriors going forward. And it looks like we're going to be banning some Elven Warriors. So it looks like it's going to be all 3 Elven Warriors, banning the Wood Elves and the High Elves. I'll go Vampire Counts ban High Elves. Oh dear. Are you sure? Okay. Okie dokes. Okie dokie. Alright, so it's going to be Dark Elves here going up against the Vampire Counts. Now, Human Boy here, of course, is going to be the current king. So, Hubby will be getting the big dubby. Let's put that there on the scoreboard for Big Hubby. And here coming in for the challenger with Chocolate Ramen. We're going to call him Chucky. We're going to call him Chucky with a double C. I like that. I like that. That's where we're at right now. We're going to call him Chucky Ramen. All right, so nothing else because I can only play 3 factions. And one of them is banned and the other has been played several times. Alright, okay, fair enough. Right, so, Dark Elves. Black Outlander would be absolutely hilarious. Black Ark, can I remember this one? Oh, that's terrible. Let's come up with something here. We need to find something that's going to be good. Let's have a little think. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Let's find a good Dark Elf map. Shargar Strand is up there. Probably not the one I'm thinking of. Shrine of Cain. Shrine of Cain could be a good one. What do we reckon? Do we reckon Shrine of Cain? Easy on the right guard, bro. They're not trench. No, it's true. It's true. No, right guard are good. I actually think if you're actually going to bring any right guard, you bring the Regiment of Renown. But yeah, otherwise, I think that I actually quite like the ROR. Not only because they look badass, but yeah, they kind of suck otherwise. Yeah, they kind of suck. They kind of suck. I just think Empire Knights just do better for the value cost. And if you want cavalry that packs a punch, you just bring the demis. Bring in the dreaded demis. You just hear Carl France go, bring them in, boys. Bring in the boys. Bring in the lads. I'd love it if you can get like an Empire Lord that rode a Demogryph Knight. How sick would that be? Now that would be something I would pay to play. Oh, that would be. Also get a Witch Hunter that has like a mount as well. Like not even something boring like on a horse, but like a Witcher that can like ride like a mounted like beast. Because like Witch Hunters are so cool, man. Like they are so goddamn cool. The fact that they're just kind of underplayed. We're gonna say map set. We're gonna go here on the Shrine of Cain. I know this is like a high elf kind of area, but you know what, screw it. Screw it. Unless I can find something else. I don't know where the Temple of Hanuchi is. I don't know that one. Let's just double check. There's nothing insane. There's not really very many Dark Elf maps in multiplayer. That kind of sucks. I wish Witch Hunter didn't suck. It can be good. It can be good. This sucks because in lore, the Reichsguard are forced to be reckoned with. 100%. The Reichsguard are the elite knights of Sigmar himself. Well, actually more Carl France, but you know, bring in all the good stuff there from the Tutogen. If you bring that in, Empire legitimately go from like an 8 out of 10 to straight to a 10 out of 10 immediately. You know, they're on like Dowie level of awesomeness. All right, so in the middle here, we are going to have the Diepack Wolves in with some more Dire Wolves as well. So 2 of the very fast boys indeed. In the sky, we are going to have Vargeists, 1, 2, 3 units, including here the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. I imagine here he's probably going to come in with the Tempest one. That's probably what I would have done. Alright, so no Tempest one, but Heart Piercing, and the Kenwood Discord is what we're going to go for with Raise the Dead, Gaze of the Gash, the Dines Macabre, Invocation of Nehek, Pestilence Breath with the Honor or Death, and also here with Hunger, Frenzy, and Swarm of Flies. Yeah, very nice. On the frontier, Zombies. Mixing with Graveguard Great Weapons, more Zombies, Graveguard Great Weapons, 2 more there in the back, and to the Honourable Necromancer, here probably stroking his rod in the background. Yes, the dreaded Rod of Region, here with the Gaze of the Gash, the Master of the Dead, and Vigor Mortis. Yeah, the dreaded Rod is certainly something there to, you know, that's, I think low-key, Necromancers are actually like, kind of really undervalued in the multiplayer scene. Just their mana potential. Because like the Rod is actually really strong, even though it causes damage to Necromancers with regen. The amount of mana they just outproduce there for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lords, because a lot of them don't have Arcane Conduit, right? So it's a good cheap way of getting Arcane Conduit, with also buffing units of Graveguard. So their base is 26 and 26, but getting that +5 for 250 gold cost, plus also getting in extra abilities here like healing as well with Master of the Dead. Vigor Mortis for the bonuses, and also having Gaze in the Gash on the Necromancer as well. Or like, you know, certain lords can't have like Raise the Dead, so you can just bring Raise the Dead there on the Necromancer. Loki is such a nice kind of fill-in, because the Lore of Vampires is just so elite. But anyway, for the Dreaded Elves, we are going to be having the Bleak Swords, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the middle here with some Dark Shards. Looks like 3 of those. The Dread Spears in the back here, mixing with more Bleak Swords. And we are going to have Cold One Knights here for the anti-large and armor piercing. Here with the Sorceress of Death on horseback. Oh, we are going to have the Blood Rat Medusa. Fantastic stuff. The Blood Rat is in. She's going to be doing all the good stuff. Anti-infantry, armor piercing, missile strength, with terror, of course. We are going to be having Crone Hellebron on horseback. I love it. We are going to also have the Siren of the Red Ruin. She is certainly a lady not to be kind of messed with here. Look at those shots coming out. 450 with also here the Whale of Malice. Yes, it's good damage over time there. Crone is going to be on horseback with the Gaze of Cain, I think it's called, and Heroic Killing Blow. Nice. Oh my god, gazing the gash to the face there of the red Siren. The other one is going to be bolting in the front as well. And it looks like there's going to be a shot and a miss. Dark Riders shooting over the top here. Sorry, Dark Riders. Dark Shard shooting over the top up against the Graveguard. And now we're just to wait here for the Legion of the Direpacks and the Flying Beasts of the Vargeists to come over the top. It's going to be a summon here pinning in the Dark Shards. And then we're going to certainly get in and do the big shutdown here on the Dark Shards. Cold Ones are ready. They're going to be charging in. And you can see here the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. He's going to be doing the butchery here up against the Dark Shards. In the middle as well, looks like we are going to see a Purple Sun of Zexorus. That will be from the Deathcaster for sure, which is going to be having Aspect of the Dread Knight, the Darkstar Cloak, and the Purple Sun. And here we go. It's going to be the Gaze of Cain has been popped. Plus 24 melee attack, base weapon damage and armor piercing. Basically going to be a miniature wild without ITP. But charging in is going to be the Sorceress of Death. She wants some of the action here up against the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. And he's going to be running here. Looks like Helm Discord has been activated. Negative melee attack and melee defense. It's certainly going to be super strong here. Bleak Sword's going to get butchered here by the Vargeist, etc. A little bit difficult to see. But it looks like we do have Murderous Prowess that has been popped. Nice stats there in the middle. And there's going to be the Gaze of Cain. You name it. There's all sorts of swells here going on in the backfield. And so there we did actually get the Dreaded Rod getting popped. In the middle of those, Sorceress has been dealt with. She has been absolutely dumpstered here. She's going to be trapped in, I think. It's very difficult to tell here. Yeah, so she's going to be trapped in amongst all of these zombies and Vargeists, and she's not having a good time, sadly. In the middle here, Bleak Swords are still going to be fighting, considering all those debuffs. Crone Hellebron is in. She's going to be having the special one, which I think is going to be Murderous Prow. It's not most. It's Murderous Mastery. Murderous Mastery. Murderous Prowess is 90 seconds, and there's 2 minutes there for the Murderous Mastery. A couple of nights, and it's like here we are going to get an overcast heal there for the Vargeists and the zombies. Zombies, of course, getting the good juicy healing. Graveguard going to be fighting strong 84 models here up against those Dread Spears. Dread Spears with 42 melee defense. But of course, here when you have good anti-infantry armor piercing for the Graveguard, there's not really too much here that the Dread Spears can do. Big Swords in the front here with the Siren of the Red Ruin. Should be able to get in. Oh, an overcast is actually going to damage the Blood Dragon Vampire. And it looks like the lady is going to be getting away. And, oh, nice hit in behind there. She could probably turn and burn here, I think. I think he, yeah. She's not having a good time. The Siren, unfortunately, is going to be getting kind of rolled over here. The Blood Dragon Vampire with heart piercing, etc. You name it, it's doing the damage. And unfortunately, the Sirens, which have sadly never really been good here in the multiplayer scene, apart from maybe on release, they've never really been good. I'd love to see them do better, you know. But looks like here, the Blood Rat Medusas are moving in. Hopefully can do some good butchery here up against a lot of the infantry. It's kind of what they're mainly designed to do. Direpacks in the back, they could clean up the Bleak Swords. Looks like here just a lack of micro coming in from Mr. Chocolate. But in the middle here, good armor piercing values for the Graveguard. Should allow them to do some good bread buttering on the Cold One Knights. And in come the Direpack. Direpack going to pin, then we're going to rear charge here. Lovely stuff there coming in from Chocolate. Yeah, he's going to be doing all the good stuff here, and should be able to clear out the Cold Ones. Oh, that was a scream and a half there from the Blood Rat Medusa. She's going to be firing violently downtown on the zombies. So we're going to try and get a bit of a kind of a Dark Elf resurgence here. Oh, we did actually get back with the Death Sorceress. Now, no Spirit Leech. No Dreaded Spirit Leech kite here. But we might be able to get another Purple Sun as Extras in. But of course, only going to kind of be able to utilize that on the Graveguard. So it looks like here we have 1, 2, 3 units of infantry. Made that 4 units of infantry. Aspect of the Dread Knight is not going to be too handy here. We do get the return of the Dread Spears, but they're going to immediately break under the pressure of the Blood Vampire Lord. No healing here on the Dire Packs, though. They're going to be -1 leadership. A cheeky little bit of healing there could be quite nice. But the Cold Knights, they will be leaving the battlefield. It looks like here we engage. We have Crone Hellebron just kind of cycling through. Can she duel the dragon? I really don't know. But she needs to stay near to this Bleak Sword. Getting that back in is going to be super useful. And here we go. Purple Sun. It's going to go through. It's going to do lots of damage here on the Graveguard. Really nice work. -51 leadership. I don't know how that's not a shatter. But it looks like here we are going to get away with it here with the Graveguard. Here we go. Gazer Cane has been popped. Heroic Killing Blow as well. It looks like here Crone is going to be fighting up against the Blood Dragon Vampire. In as well, we are going to have the Coldborn Knights fighting. And in come the Dire Pack Wolves. It looks like here they are going to return with good, strong leadership to fight. If they get on Crone Hellebron, they will dumpster Crone Hellebron. She only has 15 armor. These things are anti-large and do some very, very good damage indeed. It looks like here, with Chocolate, we are going to get away here with the Vampire Lord. Not for long, but if we can take out that Necromancer, that can certainly turn the tide here for the Dark Elves. In come the Dread Spears. Helmet Discord has been activated. That is going to be a negative there to melee attack and melee defense. Charge in, and a bit of a miss there for the Blood Dragon Vampire. Now the Medusa needs to go, and we need to snipe this Necromancer. Stop the healing coming through, stop those bonuses to stats here, especially for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. It's going to bring it down to 52, and a much lower melee defense there of 36. But it looks like he's going to be holding strong. What is the Necromancer? He's used a lot of abilities. He's going to be having 936 worth of healing left. And that Marshal of the Dead actually also worked on himself. So he actually gets a lot of healing if you include regeneration as well. Over here on the side, Coldborn Knights, 7 models are going to be breaking and more than likely not returning. We are going to get some Dread Spears. If I was the Vampire Lord, I would be kind of clearing up this backside, making sure a lot of this doesn't return to the battlefield. It looks like here the Blood Rat Medusa is getting chased off. -33, it is going to be 740 health. Kind of can't forget about this. This is going to be a big tool when it comes back, if it comes back. Crone is going to be busy. She is kind of low-key pinned in here, but she could get a cheeky few slaps here on the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. She's going to be in. Is she going to be in? Oh, nice hit. I definitely saw a hit there going down. 2,800 health there for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Looks like we are potentially going to be routing the Coldborn Knights. No ITP for them. Bleak Swords are going to be fighting the best they can. Here we go. Necromancer is going to be using the Forbidden Rod, and that is going to be bringing in the healing cap. The gaze going down. So, ooh, big chunky hits going down on the hero here. We do get a return here of the Blood Rat Medusa. Get her on top of the hill, and you're going to bring in some vigor back. Get some of that leadership back for the Juicy Lady, and then kind of fire her in when at all possible here up against the Master Necromancer. Vampire Lord is in. Nice charge there up against the Dread Spears, taking it there for the lady themselves. That is more than likely going to be taking over the balance of power here, but we are going to be taking down the Necromancer. Yep, that is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here for the Undead and Chocolate Ramen. Hey Bastian, greetings from Germany. How you doing, my friend? Welcome. Welcome. I hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a great day. They're good, just in a roster with better options. Yeah, I guess that's what I mean. That's kind of what I said, right? If you want to pack a punch, you bring Demigris. If you want to just bring a cheap blockade, you bring Rights Guard. You bring Empire Knights, right? And I think just Rights Guard are in that middle of not too great, that they could be used as like good offensive cavalry, and they're just too expensive to be used as defensive cavalry. Or like cavalry to like pin stuff in and delete it, right? So, yeah. I think they're really cool. I wish they were better, but they're just not. Maybe just make them a little bit faster, give them something else to work off. I'm not too sure. We're not too sure. But for Crone Hellebron, 1,900 for her. We're going to get 1,100 for the Sorceress of Death. 240, 350, 200, and 402 with 270 there for the Bleak Swords. Yeah, that's the right one. So 430 and 644 for the Dread Spears. 1,050, 400, and 330 there for the Dark Shards, with 602, 1,700 for the Coldborn Knights, with 570 for the Blood Rat Medusa, and 1,200 for the Siren of the Red Ruin. Here on the right, 3,882 for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, with 360 for the Master Necromancer, with, no, for the Master, it's the normal Necromancer. So 36, 112, and 87 for the Triple Zombies, with 560, 310, 280, and 180 there for the Graveguard, 230, and 1,400 for the Dire Pack Wolves. Very nice. 122 kills. 630, 1,260, and 600 there for the Vargeists. Vargeist, uber strong on weapon strength and armor piercing, but of course they do suffer there to only having 10 armor, so it's something there you do have to take into consideration. All right. Hey, Crow! How are you, my friend? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic evening, my friend. Nice to see you back here on the streams. Hope you're having a fantastic new year. Current year is sad. That is... Yeah, I know. He is the biggest simp of of Crone Hellebron. He loves the Hellebron. He loves the lady himself. All right, let me quickly just grab this. Lovely build from Human Boy though. Like really like it. All right. Got a couple of pings. Contende. Did I add you in Contende? I did not add you in Contende. I do apologize, sir. That's Contende. There we go. All right, so it's going to be Undead. Then after Undead, we will have Contende. I love to see that a bunch of you hanging out in Discord. Yeah, if anybody that wants to hang out in Discord with the guys that are playing, they are going to be in my Discord right now, just chilling out, having a good time, acting all cool, shooting some meatball outside the school. All right, so 29 votes there. Wow, that was a... Good to hear your voice again. Zypher wrote me into the short beers. Not that it's a chore. I mean, dude, yeah, we're looking for some players for sure. This season we didn't quite have enough players to kind of field the Urkra Miners. Sadly, we've had the last 2 seasons of quite top heavy players, which is good and also not so good. You know, we had a double Norgrimlings League last season, and this season we've got a double Peak Gate Guard system. Just because there's a lot of players towards the high, middle, and top end, which is good and also not so good. It just means we're not getting any more brand new players coming in, but we've got a few more coming in, so we might mix it up a little bit now, which will be really good as well. So we can see there. Oh yeah, the Blood Rat Medusas are cool, Eldrum. Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, that game certainly might have to be cast for sure. Certainly might have to be cast. It was a sweet game for sure. All right, so it looks like we are going to be getting Pig Brett, High Elves, and Empire. So it's going to be Ban, Beastmen, and Wood Elves. So TK, Ban, Brett. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be having the dreaded High Elves, the Asor, going here up against the Priest Kings of Nehekara, which is going to be a pretty interesting one. So I think the High Elves are going to be defending their lands. So where do we go with this one? That's the question. I think here, this is calling for a good High Elf defense. So, Shimmer's Ward will be the pick. It looks like here the Priest Kings of Nehekara are going to be going to the Asor. They're going to be taking it home to try and see if they can fight up against the current king of Choki. Alright, so let me just quickly send this, and then we're ready to rumble. Alrighty, so it looks like we are going to have an Okra Minus now. So a lot of you guys have joined here, which would be nice. Is hubby human? Yes, yes, boy. Yes, yes, it is. It is. It is, Mr. Crow. It is indeed. So, but now we are going to be having Mr. Undead here, who is absolutely smashing it in the short bid league, which is really nice to see. Yeah, really smashing it. So what we need here is to go here and score 1. So nobody's won more than 1 so far. So anybody that gets a second win here will be the current top king of the hill. So hubby, yes, yes, is going to drop. And we'll be having Undead with the 7-2-6. Oh, just because I don't want to change it. So, there we go. Let's kick it off. Is me. Speak of the man, the myth, the legend, and he shall appear, Mr. Crow Metal. Alright, so it looks like here Kislev and Cathay people are really looking forward to. That's very interesting. I'm really excited for those two myself, so you know I can understand that as well. Hey, Wicked, how you doing, man? Nice, there we go. Nice little cheeky question there for you guys. Right, so we're going to move in here with the Asur. We're going to start here at the front with 2 units of the Illyrian Reavers. 90 speed, so going to be good at whipping around the battlefield. Make that 3 there. And for the front line are Sisters of Avalon. Oh, very nice indeed, the triple threat. Rangers here mixing with Spearmen, more Rangers, Spearmen on more Rangers. And in the back here we are going to have the Mage of Light here with the Starwood Staff, the Book of Hoeth and Net of Amantok. And of course here in the sky we are going to have Eltharion the Grim, the man, the myth, the legend. Now this is an army composition indeed. So the Fangsworn of Eltharion with the Soul Quench, Apotheosis, the Miststalker's Barrage, and we're also going to have the Shield of Safri. Does he have the Confidant of Power? Oh no, that's going to be Katet. Oh, nice. Nice, we got the Grand DJ. Yeah, this is a really nice build. I really like this. Triple sisters. God damn. They're going to dumpster the man, the myth, the legend for sure. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so Skeleton Warriors at the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Here as well with the Chosen of the Gods and the Uwu Shop team. Made that 2 there, so made that 3 in total. Here with a Casket of Souls and the Grand DJ of all Tomb Kings. So the King DJ is going to be having here with quite a lot of abilities. So Sandstorm, Arcane Conduit, the Incantation of Desiccation, Incantation of the Righteous Smithing, Incantation of Protection, Incantation of the Cursed Blades, the Leechy Staff with the Restless Dead, and the Confidant of Power. On the side here, we are going to be having the Skeleton Chariots. Looks like just going to be the Dubsky. And here we are going to have 1 Bone Giant. Yeah, you can certainly come in with a lot of chariots here, and they'll do very, very well. Do apologise. Super gassy, I'm not too sure why. Yeah, but the Bone Zone, we are going to be having the big one. He's going to be coming in with the big bow. 625, anti-large armor piercing. Bonus first large of 200. So just a little bit. Just a little bit of bonus first large there. Just a small amount of bonus first large. Goodbye, Mr. Eltharion. If you get a shot to the face, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt quite a bit. Just a measly anti-large bonus there. Hooray for DJ Katep, yes! The DJ machine himself. Now, this is going to come down to several things. Can we do enough damage with the range before? This is definitely a... this seems so much more of a campaign build. Because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of very elite range that are at least 1,000 gold upwards. So So you're going to be protecting, that's half your army. That's going to be over half of the army there. That's going to be about 7,000 to 8,000 gold, and the rest there is going to be kind of covering. Should be interesting. So lots of skeletons and spearmen. I don't know if this is going to hold. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We also do have the summon. But if we can delete here the rangers, oh, there's no reason we can't win. No reason we can't win. So they're downtown, and unfortunate miss there on the Sisters of Avalon. Fire and magic damage for them. Shame we're not going to be seeing the Regiment of Renowned Sisters. The Regiment of Renowned Sisters actually come in with the Banner of Avalon, which is basically going to be a free constant arcane conduit, which is actually, you know, really, really nice. Because it actually even gives permanent extra mana. It gives an extra permanent 10 there in the Winter Magic, which is quite nice. You know, it's extra 10 Winter Magic can certainly, you know, help there towards the end. What does Eltharon? Eltharon doesn't even have... No, he doesn't have Arcane Conduit. But we're going to be... We brought Arcane Conduit for the Light Mage. Net of Amatok will be an interesting one. Maybe just for carrying and stuff like that. But look at the Sisters. Oh, they're getting destroyed. They're going to be down to 32 models already. 1.7k health. 10 leadership is just about going to be holding. Now, that's some nice stuff. Yeah, they're going to be shooting down here. Kind of a combination of the Chosen of the Gods and maybe the DJ Machine himself. Looks like they're going to be going after the Sisters of Avalon. Apotheosis is going to try and counteract that. But I don't know. It's looking pretty bleak there for the Sisters. Yep, they're going to be breaking. And now you move on to the next one. Looks like there's going to be a nice, good damage there down the line with a Soul Quench on the Spearman. You can see here a bit of an issue, and you can certainly see that there is going to be coming in the middle there. And the Bone Giant might be able to shoot in the back here up against the Illyrian Reavers. But that pocket there is going to get closed up. But if you close up this pocket, you can certainly come round the back, and then this one will open. When one door closes, another one opens, as they say. In the front here, we have Rangers fighting up against Skeleton Warriors. We are now going to be getting that healing. The first one is through the Realm of Yushupti. Or sorry, should we say the realms? The Realm of the Souls. Realm of Yushupti is the third tier, of course. Fighting in the front, Chosen the Gods are going to go into hand-to-hand combat here. They're going to be cheesing apart the Rangers, doing all the good stuff they need to do. And these Skeleton Warriors coming forward, it's going to be a bit dangerous because now we can see huge pockets kind of coming around in the back. Now, if these Spearmen go in, there's going to be another huge pocket here. Got to be careful. You've got to be careful with those pockets. In the middle here, we do have a Atharion. Can we get the Bone Giant with his plus 200 bonus first large here up against the fate of Atharion? Probably. They could probably do some good stuff indeed. Chariots in the back, they're going to be doing some good butchery here on top of the Sisters of Avalon. They're just going to be cycling through the face of the ladies. In the middle here, Rangers are going to be doing a good job. They will suffer to the might of the Chosen of the Gods. Now, they don't have anti-infantry like the Summon does. Did we see the Summon come through? We did see the Summon. So the Summon now needs to get into the front and start doing the work. Maybe trying to see here if you can fight up against the Spearmen. Might not be too bad. So Incantation of Desiccation. They get a 24 melee attack, melee defense as well. It's quite handy. And looks like here, Atharion is going to be going after the dreaded chariots. Yeah, the Tomb Kings don't really want to kind of stay around here whilst we have those chariots getting kind of thumped on by Atharion. He'll do the big business for sure. Sandstorm did pop in the front here. I think a little bit of damage here up against the Rangers. Not too much to kind of write home about. But in the back, here we go. We are going to be having the Illyrian Reavers. They're probably going to come and slam. They might be able to catch all three of these if you're not careful. Sisters are now shooting in. They're going to be shooting up against the Yushupti Great Bows. Kind of want to get these fallen back here to maybe, you know, sort of this sort of distance. So they can get back in and start doing the ground and pound. Chosen of the Gods still fighting in the front. Very healthy indeed. In come the Spearmen. Anti-large bonuses will be activated. And, yeah, trying to see if they can do the good stuff. Balance of Power here going to be pulling into the Tomb King favour. And quite heavily, and I quite like this build. This build has been doing some good work here up against the front line. Tomb King smashing up against the Rangers. Doing some nice damage there. 48 models, 47 models, you name it. They're ticking down at a ridiculously fast rate here in the middle. They are going to be breaking, and we are going to have Eltharion the Grim in the front. Now, Eltharion is going to be turning and running. You can see the Yushupti Great Bows here. The Uwus are going to be doing some big shot damage here up against Eltharion. In the middle, we do see the Light Mage. Going to be pretty healthy, so only Net of Amatok really online, so not going to be too much else. Ammunition still going to be plentiful here in the backside for the Bone Giants and the Double Casket of Souls. Now, going to be shooting in the front, doing all the big damage here up against the Spearmen. And I think this is going to be the end of times here for the Assault. Looks like they are going to get their kind of, you know, their villages raided here by the dreaded Tomb Kings. In the back here, looks like the Bone Giant is going to be kind of... Oh, look at this. Is this going to go downtown is the question. Oh, big hit to the face. Eltharion felt that one for sure. He's got a Griffin, actually. We were talking about this earlier. He actually has a Griffin, so his Griffin certainly felt that. Sandstorm on top of himself here for Grand Hierophant. Gotta be careful, those spearmen are going to be walking right into that. Yeah, that's not gone well for them, but, you know, we'll just summon some more back later, I wouldn't worry about it. So it looks like a lot of the cavalry has been broken. Bone Giant going to be kind of slapping the cheeks here of Eltharion. Apotheosis has been popped. Bolt there, oh my god, right to the face. That's got to hurt. Eltharion's going to be down to 800 and 900. Is he going to keep going? He's going to tick off at about 1,000 HP. But the Bone Giant here can do about 800 damage in a hit if you're not careful. Lear Reaver's going to be fighting here. It looks like the Incantation of Protection popped for the big Bone Giant. He's still got 9 ammunition that does magic damage, which is you know, quite handy. Big shot damage here. We are going to shatter with the Sisters of Avalon. Lovely work there. So only one unit is going to be left. In the back, we do have Skeleton Chariots challenging up against Illyrian Reavers. They're going to be down to 2 models. Not too happy there in the backside. We do break with a bit of terror here on the Illyrian Reavers in the back. And on the left, we have a bit of a resurgence of the Assault. You're going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4 units of infantry back in. But here, we do not care. The DJ Master himself is going to be busting those beats all over the face there of the Rangers. And I know they're not going to be too much of a fan of it. Illyrian Reavers returning. They're going to come around to the backside. Try and see if they get a bit of compromisation here on top of the Casket of Souls. See if we can get some good shutdown there in the middle. The Dreaded Sisters, they're going to be firing in and up against the Bone Giant. Doing some good work there indeed. The return of the Skeleton Spearmen. They're going to be probably trying to see if they can do a bit of dumpstery here on the Rangers. Big shots in the back there from the Bone Giant on top of the Illyrian Reaver ranks. They're going to get in the back and they're now going to start fighting here up against the Casket of Souls. They do have some dirty animations that really pushes through infantry and get some really good splash damage. Might even here potentially have a third and final Skull Storm to get in the middle. Or sorry, Sandstorm, I should say. Yeah, there it is. That's going to be the one. That's going to clear out a lot of the infantry here if you're not careful. You can see that terror will come through here. The Bone Giant's a little bit far away. But it looks like here... Oh, what a brave caster. The Mage of Light did come in. She tried to do a couple of cheek slaps. But the Bone Giant... sent her with a nice red handprint. Bantamount is pulling back here. I think probably because Eltharion is going to be returning. I think ammunition has been spent quite a lot here, actually. Incantation of Protection here, or maybe overcasting the Cursed Blades on top of Hippotep could be quite nice. Bone Giant does aim downtown, and boom, that's right to the backside there of Eltharion. The Fang Sword has been popped, and so the Mist Barrage is going to come down on the face of Grand Hierophant. What do we have here to kind of do the work? Looks like... Oh, that's a nice punch there to the face of the Major Light. What does Grand Hierophant have? Does he have the protection there? I don't know if he has the incantation or not. He is going to be suffering here to the hands of Eltharion. The Bone Giant is now fighting up against Spearman. Can we get the Terror? We should be able to Terror here. There's not too much health left for these bad boys. That one hit there should be enough. Banter Power is pulling, but we do need to finish off here the Big Master himself. Good healing and kind of movement here coming in for the High Elves. Should be able to work. And there we go. That is going to be the drop there. It's just going to be the Bone Giant. He is going to be holding on. We do tear out this. Looks like we are going to get the Starwood Staff in the Book of Hoeth. Can we get a bolt here to the face of Eltharion? Looks like we're not going to get the opportunity. He is going to swoop down Apotheosis for himself. This is going to be really close here. Big hits coming in from the Bone Giant. Could finish off the big man. And looks like there. That is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to Undead. And he certainly came in with a fantastic build, but of course we are going to be taking it with Chucky and the Assault. But what a build. What a build from the Tomb Kings. Certainly one I haven't seen here in the multiplayer scene, and that was a really, really enjoyable cast. Really enjoyable. Hey, Nevermore, how are we, my friend? How are we? We have Hank Cyrus. Hello. Thank God Logic stopped saying... Uwe Shopti. And not yet, my friend. Not yet. Not yet. Give it time. Give it time. Alright, so here in the middle, we are going to be having 2,100 for the Grand DJ himself. In with 1,500 for the other Casket of Souls. The Bone Giant, 2,380. Very nice stuff indeed. And looks like here for the Uwus, we got 1.2, 400, and 588. Yes, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Certainly was a bold move, Cotton, to get the Bone Giant in the front fighting in hand-to-hand combat. Certainly would have wanted to see him shooting a little bit more up against the Sisters and Co. 233, 130, 190, with 121 and 104 there for the Skeleton Warriors. 202, 244, and 286 there for the Skeleton Spearmen, with 1,500 for the Skeleton Chariots. Really nice performance. A super close game here between both of these legends. 3,300 from Elthari on the Grim. Nice there from Chucky Docky, with 250 there for the Mage of Light. 240, 250 with 944 for the Spearman. Getting in the back there, the Heroic Men of the Azor, shutting down the big Bone Giant. So nice stuff. 390, 460, and 430 with 307 for the Rangers. Sisters coming in at 1,260, 660, and 0. So 206, 904, and 617 here for the Illyrian Reavers. So yeah, very, very nice stuff. Very, very nice stuff. Yeah, super fun on both sides. Really, really enjoyed that. Really against the grain of the meta, and that was uber fun. That was uber fun. Yeah, really, really good stuff. All right, so what we're going to do there. So now we're going to be getting into, I think Contende's up next. So the man, the myth, the legend there from LS. Should be seeing him through coming for a couple of games. Alrighty. Aha, the man, the myth, the legend. Welcome to Contende. Alright, so Chucky is going to be taking the current lead here in the King of the Hill, so nice stuff for him. Let's get in here with Mr. LS Contende. Yeah, the Lover Squad is a really nice community here, in at least on the newer side of life here for the multiplayer scene for Warhammer. So if anybody's looking for a bit of a newer clan that's certainly looking to come competitive and trains very, very regularly, certainly LS could perhaps be the clan for you guys for sure. I think certainly more on the American side of life rather than on the European scene, but yeah, still a very nice squad indeed. GG's. Yeah, Thorion is a super nice pick indeed. Super nice. So when I pick 3, I can't pick Hiles and I can't pick VC. That is correct. No VC or High Elves. I'm about to start writing it down here if you're not careful, Mr. Chocky Wocky Ducky. Otherwise, I have to start writing this down for you, else I will forget. So Chucky has played HE and VC. He's going to be our current leader. Then Empire, Dark Elves, Greenskins. And who are we banning? Who are we banning here? Let's have a look. We have a Portuguese fella and a very cranky Englishman with a heart of gold. Gastro. I love that. I love that. He's just joined the Shorebirds, actually. He played last season, and now Gastro has certainly moved up in the ranks for sure. Okay, so banning Beastmen and what else again? Yeah, pretty good. I think Contende certainly does like the Beastmen side of life. I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct in saying that. Not too sure about the Wood Elves, not too sure. But I'm pretty sure I've seen you play Beastmen a few times. And, Beastmen, Wood Elves can do, traditionally pretty well against the Dark Elves. But, Greenskins and Empires are a pretty good counter to Wood Elves. You probably wouldn't want to bring Wood Elves against either of those, really. Anybody with good cavalry play will do pretty well as the Empire, and Greenskins overall it's a pretty tough matchup. Pretty much everything that you could do there with the Wood Elves, you can do with the Greenskins, but cheaper. Yeah, but otherwise Beastmen, it's a pretty strong faction. I think here you could probably see something like... was thinking Chaos, Ban, and Dark Elves. Yep, that's a pretty good pick as well. Chaos into Greenskins, probably Greenskin favored, but Chaos into Empire is probably Chaos favored, I would say. Oh, sorry, it's Empire favored, actually. Okay. So Empire is certainly a tough one. So we are going to have to find a place called home. So the Empire are going to get challenged here by the might of Chaos for the second time, if not maybe the third time today. So we'll have to find a place of battle. Let's have a little look here. Bloodpine Woods is pretty close to home, but that's a bit more of a greenskin map, I think. Let's see what else we've got here. Cliff of Beasts, not really. Let's have a look. Devastation of Ostermark is certainly a interesting one. It is close to home. I'll think about it. Empire Unfortified, of course. It's a bit of a big map, though. Galbaraz. If you've got any good Empire maps, do feel free to send them through. Oh, I needed that net crack so badly. La Maison Tel Abbey is, of course, the Bretonians. El Anguille is also the Bretonians. Liesegate Ford. That's more on the Schwasterhafen side of life, I think. Leonese Coast, definitely Bretonian. Lost Vault of King Lun. That is actually the map for Belagar Ironhammer. That's for his quest map, I believe. Let's have a look, see what else we got here. I'll tell you what, we'll go with Prague. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you this is the story. This is how it's happened, right? What it is the Empire have travelled north to stop the dreaded chaos. As they come down to invade here, they've come down to go fight in Prague, where we will be finding the Kislevites. And what happens is the Kislevites have lost and retreated, and the Empire have rocked up here, and they're going to go protect the lands of the northern side of the Kislevites. So they're going to be in there, they're going to be protecting, and they're going to try and see if they can stop the dreaded invasion of the Chaos and LS Contende. So there we go. Yeah, I already used Outdoor, unfortunately, Zypher. Sadly, I already used it. We had a Skaven against Empire fight earlier. MP Peak Pass never gets used. MP Peak Pass is a cool one. I think for this map, it would... we can always use it on the next one. By the way, if anybody else does want to sign up, I believe currently this is the final. Sign me up if the king's not a coward. Oh, it looks like Nevermore wants to sign up. No problem. It looks like Deadly Bunnies has signed out, so it's going to be Nevermore. Nevermore will be number 8. And I'll have to just keep a track on time as well. So it's going to be another LS player joining the crew. It's getting to 9 o'clock. How long have we been streaming? We could do a little bit more. We could do a little bit more for sure. What I'll do is I'll open up 2 extra slots here for the later stage. So we've got 8 players in, including Nevermore. If we want, I've got 9 and 10. I've got 10 slots open, so we've got 2 extra slots. So if anybody wants to play, feel free to sign up. No pressure, of course. You don't have to, but even if we don't, we still got an extra 2 games. I might chuck my my hat in there. Yeah, you go ahead, Crow. You go ahead. This is all about fun and games and having a good time. Buy me down there if you like. Of course. Always have time for you, my friend. Always have time. Let's get Mr. Crow Metal in. Alright, Crow, I'll actually have to update you on here. You go plus. Crow, you are now officially a short bid, my friend. There we go, Crow Metal, you have been updated. Alright, let's get it going. Prague it is. Can the Empire protect the Kislevites, or are we going to get the invasion of LS Contende? What do you think? So, we're going to dive back here to the question of chaos. It looks like here Zinch is what most of you guys are looking forward to. That is very interesting. I know quite a few of you are Nurgle and Slanesh followers. I'm very surprised that Khorne has no following. That is very interesting. If I had to say out of these ones, it's tough. It's tough. I would probably say... Do you know what? I like Khorne. Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. 100%. The shortest beard of all, some might say. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The bravest beard of all is what others might say. Mr. Crow Metal. Okay, so for the Empire, we are going to be having Reiksguard. Look at this. Contender is going to come through and show me how to play the Reiksguard. Vigilance with Spearmen here in the front with the Sons of Sigmar here in the middle. The cream and gold shielded men of Sigmar with that unbreakable status. More swordsmen, more Vigilance, and more swordsmen. War wagons, 2 units here with more Reiksguard in the sky with Karl of France, of course, going to be leaving the battle lines. He's going to be here with Garma Raz, the Reikling Rufang, Stand Your Ground, Foeseeker, and Blood Roar. Yeah, very nice stuff. In the middle here, we are going to be having the Demogryph Halberds alongside the Jade Wizard with, I imagine, Regrowth, Earthblood, and Power Stone. Very nice stuff. No Life Bloom. Very interesting. So, for the Chaos Forces, we are going to be having the Chaos Marauders, the Chosen. More Chosen as well here with Chaos Marauders. Oh, actually, in fact, this is going to be Contende. Sorry, I thought Contende was the Empire. It looks like it is going to be the dreaded Chocky Docky. So, Chaos Warrior Halberds, so we are going to be having 3. Here as well with the Summoners of Rage. And in the back, we are going to be having the Sartorial, the Everwatcher. Stand Your Ground, Arcane Conduit, Final Transportation, leading the forces of Zinchir with the Poison Warhounds and the double Ferromanticores. In each corner, we are going to be having more Warhounds, so it's just going to be 1 extra there in the backside. No real kind of range for them to kind of pop into. It looks like we are just going to be having the War Wagons to kind of go downtown and do the big damage. 130 range, 334 armor-piercing strength, and supported here by Karl of France. Should do some pretty nice stuff. Really good luck, have fun from both sides. I'd like to see that. Very, very good stuff indeed. Now, we should recognise here as chocolate. We should be able to say that, oh, look, we've got fire transportation. Let's make sure we don't blob up too much. Certainly keep your forces away from each other. Try and see if you can keep it nice and spread out, but not too far away that we can certainly see units getting picked off. Get that corn out of my face. Corn for the cornflakes. Indeed, indeed. Hey, Michael Seal, how you doing, man? Corn's on 8% now. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Alright, in the back here, we are going to be having the Chaos Ferromanticores charging in up against the Reiksguard. And in we come with the Demogryph Halberds. Halberds going to be fighting with, of course, Karl of France here with Garma Raz, the Reikling Rufang, Stand Your Ground as well, with amazing bonuses there to melee attack, melee defense, leadership, and, oh my god, plus 24 leadership is huge. It looks like here as well, it looks like they're going to be out of control. Sartorial in as well. He has 60 melee attack and an absolute will to dominate anyone in front of them. So we are going to have a Final Transmutation Overcast doing some lovely damage here in the middle. This is the exact blob fight we wanted here as the Chaos. Recharging with the Chaos Warhounds, getting into the face there on the Demogryph Knight Halberds. Plus 24 melee, plus 24 leadership is not going to be enough to keep them on board. Looks like a regrowth might be needed, an Earthblood indeed as well. I think the Earthblood's coming in a little bit too late here. Yep, so, oh, it's going to be an overcast regrowth here on Karl of France. If he can get away, which it looks like he's going to be able to, I think we certainly needed an Earthblood in there. We needed some Earthbloods, maybe a Shield of Thorns would have been quite nice indeed. Big healing, big juicy stuff here from Karl of France. He will be returning. He's going to be giving him perfect vigor as well. A lot is shattered here. Demogryph Knight Halberds are gone. Swordsmen are broken as well. In the middle here, what is this going to be? This is going to be a Chain Lightning actually going on his own troops. Looks like here Contende had enough of being OP and decided to kind of nerf himself. We are going to be having the Chaos Ferromanticore kind of rampaging here up against the heavily armoured War Wagons. Charging in here with Karl of France with a healing cap present. That's it's pretty sad to see, sadly. Karl of France will be in the sky. We'll nap the ankles here. Nice stuff. Good hit there on the Manticore, but both Manticores in. One is going to be flying to the floor. Both going to be flying to the floor. That's a good work there for Karl. Both of them actually fought up against Karl. It could have been pretty sad here. Earthblood has been activated to try and see if we can heal the War Wagons. War Wagons need to get away. We are going to be seeing Sartorial coming in. We do see the fact that Karl of France is going in strong here to do the big juicy fighting. Looks like we do tower out here on the war wagons. 2 models left. One does fall. And looks like here we're going to be trying to shoot. We need to shoot and scoop. Shoot and scoop. Shoot and scoop. But looks like here not too much scooting has been activated. Spearmen fighting on the left here up against the Chaos Warrior Halberds. Not too much to fight them, unfortunately. We can see Bright Scarred in the back. They might be able to do the business here, but I'm not too sure. It looks like here we should be able to tear out. Nice stuff there for the Chaos Warhounds. We are going to free up the Jade Wizard. Power Stone has been activated. Chosen as well, going to be heavily armoured. Pretty much the only tool here to deal with that is going to be Carl of France. Oh, nice. Good charges in there from the Chaos Manticore. Manticore will break. Second one in the back is going to be charging down the Jade Wizard. Jade Wizard sadly has been left to his own devices. And there we go. That's going to be some big damage and terror out there for the Jade Wizard. France needs to come over. He needs that healing for the remainder of the forces. And it's like he's actually going to charge in up against Authorial. Chosen in as well is going to be protecting him. 60 melee defense, I believe. Yes, indeed. 60 melee defense there for the big heroes. So it's like Garbaraz, the Reichling Runefang has been buffed there for the Flagellants, but there's not going to be 10 models left. It's not going to be too huge. But we are going to shoot in here with the War Wagons. War Wagons need to shoot the Ferromanticore. They don't want to be shooting his Authorial. He has 50% missile resistance. In the back there, the Swordsmen do return. But Banners of Power is going to be in the Chaos favour. It looks like Chosen Halberd's going to be chasing after the Spearmen. But it's looking pretty dire here for the Sigmarites. Not too much left here to fight for, unfortunately. Bright Guard in the middle. They do a 62 charge bonus, but yeah, it's not really too much for them to fight with here. They're kind of trapped in by Chaos Warhounds. Maybe a bit of terror and blood brawl from Carl of France could help. That is going to help break it. That's actually going to shatter the Warhounds. Nice work there. We do break the Chaos Ferromanticore. Come down to 230, negative 48. That should be the end of days there. Yeah, it does fall there. Nice stuff. Manticore has fallen to the pressure of the double War Wagons. War Wagons now need to shoot the Halberds. Ignore the fact that there's Authorials here. We now need to dive in here with Carl of France. Carl of France needs to get we need to get some healing on the right side. Otherwise, I don't know if we can pull this victory out. Nope, looks like the healing caster is gone, and that's going to be GG's well played. So nice stuff here coming in from Contende, really showing how to use the Chaos. Recharge for the Poison Warhounds. They'll be in up against the big man France. Now need to get in here with those Right Guard, otherwise France is going to get dumpstered. Foseeker has been popped. That's 2 huge hits from Sarthorial, and yeah, it's looking pretty bleak here. We are going to kite with the War Wagons. But I don't think the Warhounds are going to allow it. They are going to get forward. They are going to get the juicy poison in there. That's going to slow them down to 43 speed. We do have 90 armor, but it all depends. If we can deal with these Warhounds, we might be able to kite a little bit more here in the backside. Rise Guard do charge in up against Authorial. Stand Your Ground has been activated. Chosen are in. And yeah, that is going to be a final transportation cast. That is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to Contende and the Chaos. Corn for the cornflakes. I love it. Alright, so we are going to be having Sarthorial, the Everwatcher. 3,240 there for Sarthorial, with 380 and 440 here for the Chaos Marauders. 250 and 140 for the Halberds, with 544 for the Chaos Warriors. Yeah, some nice stuff there from them. You know, not super big damage, but you can see, you know, they're still relatively healthy. They're certainly kept busy. 1,300 and also 1,000 there for the Chosen, with 380 and 400 in for the Warhounds, with 1,100, 480 there for the Ferromanticores, with 1,880 for the Summoners of Rage. Yeah, it's a nice build indeed. 3,200 for the Everchicken, though. Yeah, that's the one thing about Chaos. Their Legendary Lords are certainly powerful. They are certainly powerful, for sure. Certainly very, very powerful. Alright, so for Carl of France, 2,280, with 129 there for the Jade Wizard, 230 and 70 for the Spearman. Swordsman in at 53 kills, 210 and 116. Verdunans at 360 and 190, with the Sigmarites coming in at 180, the Sons of Sigmar. 1,062, 330 for the Reichsguard, with 833 for the Demogryph Halberds, with 530 and also 850 for the Knights. Yeah, you say they're nice. I think they're good. I just think in this composition, maybe not. I think Sarthorial is a really nice counter to anything that you know. Empire do rely on a lot of gunpowder, and the fact you can't utilize gunpowder here means that because like, what else are you going to shoot? Like, you could shoot the Summoners Range, you could shoot the Ferromanticores. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, really. Sarthorial is an awesome counter. GG's well played. Sounds like Beastmen, Empire, Dark Elves, Ban, Lizardmen, and Beastmen. But one played to Chucky. He is going to be joining the leaderboard as the current king. Hey, Mr. Bowmore, how are we, my friend? Welcome. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope you're doing very well. For those that don't know Mr. Bowmore, he is going to be the he's going to be, you know, I like to call him the top dog in the Antiquity ladder. He's the man, the myth, the legend, the organizer. I'm trying to think of a good role name for you. I don't know. I'll think about that. I'll think about that. So 1-0 here coming in for Mr. Contende and for Chucky. Sadly, that is going to be the end of the road for him. But we do have Mr. Nevermore in. Yeah, Nevermore is going to be there with. He's also going to be another member of the LS clan. Bowmore is Alfred to Antiquity's Batman. Indeed, indeed. That's the one. That's the one. You are the Alfred of all Alfreds, Mr. Bowmore. You are the Alfreds of all Alfreds. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, for anybody else that is enjoying today's event, I don't say this very often. I probably should say it more. But if you are enjoying it, do feel free to smash that like button. It really, really does help here on the channel quite a bit. Obviously, the more likes, it counts as interactions. YouTube see it, YouTube promote it some more, so more people will hopefully come check out the multiplayer Warhammer scene, which means, you know, a bigger scene, means just bigger things, really, for everybody involved, which is, you know, always awesome. And of course, if you haven't already, do feel free to subscribe. It really, really does help here on the channel. We just hit over that 1,000 mark, which is super awesome. I've got the monetization set up. I can see it there, but it's like the donation thing's not working, so I'll have to check out what's going on there. I don't know why that's not working, but I'll have to work out how to activate that. I'm sure there's some big red button that I need to punch on YouTube somewhere that I just blindly missed. So I'll get that sorted. Good. Just tuning in for a bit whilst waiting for my dang bus. Oh man, goddamn buses. Yeah, I was going to football last night. I had to wait for the bus. And I was like, as soon as I got outside, I was like, cool, I've got enough time to get there, I'm ready, blah, 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 blah. I had to wait for the bus. I was like, oh my god, the bus is like 15 minutes away. I was like, well, if it's 15 minutes and it's going to be like a 15-minute journey, I'm going to be like 10 minutes late. And this dude's like waiting for me to give me a lift on the other side, right? And I'm like, oh man, just go without me. So I had to grab an Uber and, nightmare. Goddamn nightmare. But yes, the dreaded bus. Hoping for Nightwing, but I'll take Alfred. Listen, man, I'm not going to lie. Low-key, Alfred is a G. Like, he's an absolute G. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. It's either that or you could be Robin. Would you rather be Robin or Alfred? I know what I'd rather be. Alright, the coffee has been fully consumed. We are ready here. So, it looks like here we are going to be having the dreaded Norska Ban Empire. So we're going to be having Dark Elves against Norska. Pretty Dark Elf favoured. So we're going to go into the story mode here. So, the Dark Elves. We recognise there's not many maps for the Dark Elves. So, how are we going to run this? That's the question. Let's go to Shagros Strand. I think that's the nearest one, right? It's gonna be Shagros Strand's a bit much, isn't it? Let's see if we can find something really cool. Let's see if we can find some sort of Dark Elf map. Screw it. Let's go with the Shrine of Cain. Screw it. Let's see what it's all about. think unless I can find another one. Unless I can find another. Or we could do... Shotgun Strand is good, but it's like super wide. It's super wide. Okay, we'll do Shotgun Strand. Map set. Can't really think of any Dark Elf maps, really. MPP... Oh, MPP Pass. Yes, sorry, my bad. We did say we'd do that one, didn't we? Maybe. MPP Pass. I play it, to be fair. I play it. I think I'm one of the few that does play it. I do quite like it. I think MPP Pass has a different level of skill. I think Boo, Robin, Pennyworth, all the way. I love it. I love it. So if you guys could be any hero from the MCU, who would you be? From the MCU specifically, who would you be? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Oh, yes. That's why my corn are bringing it back. 30 votes. Nice. Awesome, guys. Right, whilst we're just waiting for these gens, I've got a couple of messages here on the Discord. Aha. I think that... Okay, interesting. Okay. Right. We are in. Yeah, this has got some nice elements to it. I like the trees on both sides here. So you're going to have trees on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side. It certainly seems some good Vanguard builds in here for sure. Right, so we're going to be at the back. So let's start here with the Norskins. So we are going to be having armored skin walls. Very nice here with... it'll be interesting to see armored skin walls, considering the Dark Elves have just an abundance of armor piercing. We are going to see Norskin Ice Wolves. Luckily here, no fire weakness. But it's going to be Restored of Fear, and of course the Frostbite. Pretty good weapon strength as well, something to take note there. And the Beast of Tashnar. Are these the Beast of Tashnar? No, they're just Norscan Warhounds, okay. Norscan Warhounds have 15% missile resistance, but Beast of Tashnar actually coming with 50%, which is actually quite a nice element as well. Border Horsemasters, so it's going to be 4 units. And looks like here we are going to have some Marauder Berserkers. Over here on the right, we are going to have the Triple Threat. So the Skinwolf working here with the Ruinous Flesh, and the Mage of Metal here with Final Transmutation. I think for the front line here, yes, we are going to be having the dreaded Warfrit the Wanderer, the man, the myth, the legend here with... no, he moved him. Here we go. So, Warfrit the Wanderer here with the Sword of Torgaud, as well as the Hunter's Champions, Fight or Die, and Seafang. Yeah, pretty strong, pretty strong. Looks like here we're not going to get the Regiment of Renown for the Marauders and the normal Marauders in the front. Yeah, so no Regiments of Renown, which is a bit sad. I like the Regiments of Renown. I like the Ice Horn Marauders, etc. Pretty cool units. So, Scourge Runners in the front, 1, 2, 3. And so we are going to have Cold One Knights as well, 1, 2, 3. And in the sky, we are going to have, of course, Marathi Double Manticore. You know, I probably wouldn't expect anything less. Marathi Double Manticore and no life leeching. This saddens me. But the Wand of Caradon, as well as Soul Stealer, Horror of the Dark Sword, Enchanted Beauty, Great Arcane Conduct, but no life leeching. Very interesting. So, of course, Manticores, 800 gold cost, Rampage and Terror. Some of the key notes there. We are going to have Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, and you name it, it's going to be activated. Interesting that we're going to be seeing no heroes. Web of Shadow is very strong there with the K-Knight Assassins. K-Knight Assassins, 88 million attack when we do have Murderous Prowess popped. Just absolutely dumpsters anything here on the hero core. And I think it's 800 poison missile strength for their ranged missiles. It's just absurdly strong. They're just absurdly strong. Sorry, Logic, don't watch MCU. I do watch pitch meetings on the Screen Rants channel. Check it out. It's pretty freaking awesome. Nice. No worries. Alright, so both sides are ready. They're going to come together towards each other. Scourge Runners, or the dreaded Scourge Runners, as I'm going to call them. Yeah, it's pretty bad for the side of the Norskins. There's not too much they can do about it. 150 range, and unfortunately, no skip here. But I can very much see what's going to happen here. It's going to be the dreaded kite for the forces of the Dark Elves. It's going to be a pretty sad face for the Horse Masters. There's not too much you can do, sadly. They're just going to be getting shot in the front, and there's not really too much you can do about it as the Norskins. It's a pretty bad matchup. 4 units of Scourge Runners is, kind of sad days, really. Morathi Double Manticore over the top. It looks like Nevermore has forgotten his Shaman Sorcerer of Metal. That has not gone well. I don't know how he done that. I don't know what happened here. That has not gone well. Final transportation in here. Well, you've got it. You might as well use it. You paid probably about 400 gold for that, maybe 500. That's going to be, unfortunately, straight down the toilet. Yeah. You can see he's coming back here, but it's too much too late. It's too late at this point. I don't think you can save it. Oh, they do catch one. They do catch one. They do catch one there. They do catch one. That's going to be a Soul Stealer. That's going to be a nice bait and trap there. Oh, we do get away with it. Shaman Sorcerer probably not going to get away from this, sadly. The wand will more than likely come down on the big man. Yep, that is the end of the final transportation. So, it's a bit of a shame there for the Norskins. Throwing away probably one of the tools they do have to deal with the Scourge Runner chariots. Scourge Runner shooting it over here into the Berserkers. Yeah, it's looking pretty tough here for the Norskins out the gate. Yeah, this is a very, very bad matchup here for the Norskins, sadly. Chariots will also just cycle through the front. Yeah, it's pretty tough. I think we see Morathi coming over the top. She's going to be relatively weak, but she'll have a Soul Stealer or two here or there that she'll be able to kind of heal herself up with. You're never really too concerned. You're more concerned about damaging your own Manticores. That can be quite a problem indeed. Manticore's kind of flying over the top here. You can see Cold One Knights. They're going to be in combat here up against the Marauders. Don't want to stay for too long. But it looks like here the Armored Skinwolves do catch a nice little one there. So it looks like Atene did fall on that side of things. Now, kind of overstaying his welcome there up against the Armored Skinwolves. Cold One Knights kind of move him around here. They might be able to get them, maybe get these Juicy Boys in. And maybe now have a nice blockade here for the Cold One Knights. Matthew Double Manticore in here as well as we fight with kind of the remainders. Coming over as the Skinwolf working. And it looks like here we do manage to catch Morathi there. Sword of Torgal, Fight or Die. Did we not bring... We did bring Hunters of Champions. Oh, there we go. Hunters of Champions has been activated. Soul Stealer has been activated. Try and see if we can get some good healing in here. But, can we kill Morathi? I don't... If Morathi gets out of here, that's a... This is our one way back into the game. Morathi's taken no damage. I don't know how Morathi got away with that. I have absolutely no idea how Morathi got away with that. She has 0 melee defense and didn't get hit once. Wow, okay. So she got away with that. In the middle, though, this is one Soul Stealer away from being a very sad unit of Skirmish Cavalry. Scourge Runner shooting in. It's going to be the Sea Fang, but it is sadly going to be... it's going to hit the tail end. It's going to hit the tail end, but that would have done lots of damage there if it hit it properly. In the middle, we can see double rampaging here on the Fairy Manticores. You just need to shoot them here with the Lord of Horse Masters. This is where it's going to, inevitably end here. If you get rid of these Manticores, Morathi has a lot less protection. Some of the Cold One Knights have fallen, and if we get in here, looks like Morathi is going to be kind of chasing and following Wolfric and the Skinwolf working. Can we get in here and do some butchery on the big boys? Nice charge there. Good stuff in from the Workin. Workins are super powerful. You've got to be really careful of them. You've really got to respect the Workin, because they do some huge damage indeed. It looks like here we are going to have the Wand of Coridon coming down on Wolfric the Wanderer. That Doom Bolt. So they're going to do some good work. Looks like we do shatter there with the Fairy Manticore. God, that's so much damage. It's so much damage for a spell that tracks. It is just redonkulous. And the fact it makes Morathi Soul Stealers cheaper is honestly OP. It's honestly so strong. is actually overtuned beyond belief. But there we go. Looks like it is going to be a Soul Stealer on top of Wulfric. And 4-3 breaks here, it is GG's, and I think that is going to be the case. We have the Cold War Knights in as well. They are going to rampage. It looks like here the Wulfric the Wanderer and the Norse Ice Wars Fire Die was popped there. Looks like we are going to return there with Wulfric. Wulfric is going to come back into the battle lines. Certainly need the Horse Masters to do some work. Kind of trapped in the middle is going to be the Skinwolf working. We're going to be shooting here up against Wulfric. He can't heal, sadly. He is going to be having 430 health. Got to be careful there. In come the Armoured Skinwolves. They're going to be fighting in the middle here. It looks like the Marauders are going to be fighting strong here up against the Dread Spears. The working is in and available to be sniped here. But it looks like here Morathi is going to come over to try and see. And there we go. Wulfric does break 230 health for him. Morathi can certainly sort of, and this would be kind of the low-key strong play, get Morathi around the outside and just force Wulfric off because he will return. If Wulfric dies, negative 16 leadership is huge here for the Norskins. Really nice pullback here coming in from Nevermore, considering how much he lost in the early stage of the game. Shooting the Manticore in the sky is a must. Manticore here is now down to 387. That should be... I don't know how this thing hasn't shattered on 72 HP. How is that not shattered? I don't understand. But it will more than likely come back here if you're not careful. Now I'm going to shoot up against Morathi. Not bad there for her. She has pretty good healing capabilities, Morathi. It's going to be 1,400 worth of regen left for her. Skinwolf working could get in and do some butchery on the Cold One Knights. I think we're going to lose here simply because of Wulfric. He's going to come... You kind of just need to hide Wulfric in the trees at this point and just hope that he doesn't get found. It is better the fact that he doesn't go off the edge of the map and give negative 10 leadership than actually just stabilize and fights. Like, there's just no need for him. And when you need him in the end stage, you come in with Hunters of Champions. He's going to be tired. Try and see if you can get some of that leadership back there. It should be... It's not going to give any negatives, but Fresh should be able to hold him quite a bit. In the middle here, looks like we are going to be fighting the Cold One Knights up against the Skinwolf working. 93 armor for the big boy, in with that extra missile resistance as well. So we are going to bust the bread here at the Cold Ones. 5 models left. One big hit here should be able to finish them off. He is going to run away. Doesn't want too much to do with them. Oh my god, nice hit there up against the Bleaksoul. That Bleaksoul got absolutely yeeted. In come the Marauder Berserkers, the fight here up against the Cold One Knights. Where is he? Ah, nice. Good stuff there. Looks like Wulfric is going to be in the trees. He is going to be hidden. 3 leadership for him. We should be able to maintain that balance of power coming back to even. This has been an absolute performance here coming in from Nevermore. Now she's going to be trying to snipe here up against the Skinwolf working. Skinwolf working will destroy Morathi if given the chance. Look at this. Absolutely dumbstering her if given the opportunity. Nice swipe, but a bit of a miss there, sadly. Chariots are in. Chariots will certainly struggle. It seems a bit bugged there, but in comes the Skinwolf working. Can we get the Marauder Horse Masters in? Don't shoot, get in and charge. Charge down these Scourge Runner Chariots. Come in and support the Skinwolf working. Now, Wulfric can be seen and overcomes Morathi. It looks like Fossil Eye goes in, added leadership for him. She is going to be trying to charge down here up against Wulfric. That was a mistake from Nevermore. Showing the face of Wulfric was a huge mistake. He managed to pop Hunters of Champions immediately. Hunters of Champions must be popped. Lovely stuff. Now charge. You have no other option. Charge in and do the damage you can. And there you go. 1 hit and he's dead. There you go. There's Morathi. Done and dealt for you. Skinwolf working is going to be getting some big push here. You need to get in and get this working back. You need to get this working back. Otherwise, it's game over. Berserkers, not too sure where they've been, but in come the Norscan Warhounds. They're going to be returning to the battlefield. There we go. They have charged in. They might be able to do some good damage here. The Marauder Horse Masters are in. Now you need to fight up against Morathi. Can you get in and do the good work against Morathi? I'm not too sure here. You might be able to. Just ignore the Dread Spears. Just ignore them at this point. Nice charge here up against the Dread Spears, but I think it's worth just ignoring them. Morathi is just kind of hanging out, acting all cool. We need to get these Horsemasters in and blockade for the Skinwolf working. He will regen and he will return, but at the moment he's taking full charge bonus. That's 40 charge bonus on the Skinwolf working. It's a big throw right here, unfortunately. Looks like here we're going to be moving in with the Norscan Warhounds. Going to charge here up to the backside of the Dread Spears. And here we go. Looks like the Norscan... Oh, the Horsemaster's going to do it. They might be able to, because if he goes to the edge of the map, that is it. That is it. It's the end of days here, unfortunately. And if Contende isn't able to be stopped, I think it's too late now. I think it's too late. I think he's gone. It's looking tough. We do break 2 of these. Oh, nice. Move these off. Move these Scourge Runners off. Horsemasters, I just don't think they're going to be able to catch in time. Marathi is going to try and stop this. You just need one attack here. You might be able to turn around the Scourge Runner. It might be able to stop them from fighting. Nice, the Scourge Runner stops. We are going to get a return here of the Skin Wolf. That is amazing stuff. Nice stuff there from Nevermore. And looks like now we are going to be ganging on top of the Scourge Runner. He is going to return. Marathi is going to dive down. She misses, of course. And a nice hit there coming in for the Skin Wolf. Skin Wolf will actually butcher here up against the Scourge Runners. Anti-large armor piercing will do really well if given the opportunity. This could be a win for the Norskans. This is looking seriously dangerous now at this stage of the game. Now, we do have some Scourge Runners left online. It looks like here the Armored Skin Wolves are going to be raking the Bleak Swords. Skin Wolves need to now come round and kind of join the remainder of the forces. Marauder Berserker is going to be near Marathi. Marathi's not going to dive down. That would be a mistake. Off go some of the chariots. So nice work here. The Norskans are bringing it back in. Like to see it here. Like to see it. Return some of the Bleak Swords. Armored Skin Wolves into the trees. Marathi is probably going to try and fight. I don't know why these are wavering. Maybe faster and stronger enemies nearby? Well, get in here with the Marauders. Allow your Armored Skin Wolves to heal. You need them to heal. Now they're going to be chasing up against Marathi. They do get a catch. They do get a catch on Marathi. Marathi could get hit really hard here. This could be a huge mistake from Contende. Nice stuff. Armored Skin Wolves in. They are going to be fighting. Marathi is going to be getting dumpstered here. 1.3k for her. Right, so in the middle, we are going to be having the Armored Skin Wolf here with the Norscan Warhounds. Marathi down to 1.1. We are doing the work. We are doing the work. Norscan Warhound, the Marauder Horsemasters are in. Down to 1,080 there from Marathi. This is one Soul Stealer away. Oh no, we shatter with the Armored Skin Wolves. Oh, that sucks. The shatter, I can't believe it. They're so healthy. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's okay. Here we go. Marauder Berserkers, they're in. Fighting up against Dread Spears. Berserkers are going to struggle down to... I mean, yeah, Marauder Berserkers down to pretty low stats here. We do charge in here with Skeleton Chariots. We'll get a nice charge here for the Norskans. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed, Contende. Indeed. It does look like here Balance of Power is going to be tipping away from the Dark Elves. This could be one of the greatest clawbacks in history. We've got to be careful here though. This cavalry does need to come in. This here is now we now have a fully surrounded Marathi. Marathi cannot heal anymore. If we charge in Marathi from this side, no. Okay, we might be able to catch her. I thought he was going to go this way. I thought he was going to go this way. I was like, no. Oh, she's going to get away. Oh no. No, Contende. Not Contende, sorry. Nevermore. Oh, Nevermore, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? No, don't leave your guy out here, please. Please don't do it to me. You're going to throw. Oh, my God. Okay, nice big hit there. Marathi certainly felt that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is going on in this game? It looks like here we do get some hits. 1,100 from Marathi. We are going to get some healing in from the Skin Wolf working as well. Please support your Skin Wolf working. He will single-handedly win you the game here. No, he's going to get cycle charged. Oh, if he breaks. Oh, big hit on Marathi. Big hit on Marathi. Big hit on Marathi. Oh, there we go. GG's well played to the Norskans. This is definitely a win in for Norska. There's no way it's not a win. There's no way it's not a win. We have more. What are the Horsemasters doing over here? Yeah, it looks like here this should be a win. Oh, what a game! What a game! Oh my God. What was that? What was that? Yo, Neckbet, what are you saying, man? What are you saying? Oh my God. God damn it. That was, yeah. Says it all. 3,170 for Marathi. With 466 and 360 for the Manticores. 1.5, 1,830 with 300, 980, and for the cold ones here we got 400. 250, 530 there for the Dread Spears. Stop it. 480, 112, 270, and 580 for the Bleak Swords. Yeah, very good stuff. Skin Wolf working 2,200, a seriously powerful model. Really, really good. Wolf of the Wanderer 480. Yeah, I don't know what happened. There was just like, there was a couple of defining elements throughout the game where there was a couple of, like, throws here and there. Like, it was like you either threw your hero, or there was a throw of Marathi, or there was a throw of a Manticore. I don't know. It was all over the place, but both players really coming out. Yeah, you can see 0 for the Shaman Sorcerer Metal. You can see 130, 350, 120. 820, 600, and 312 for the Marauder Berserkers, 1,200, 1,400, 1,300, and 1,600 from the Marauder Horsemasters. Excellent play from them. 420 in for the Norscan Warhounds, 420 from the Norscan Ice Wolves, and 1,140 for the Armoured Skin Wolves. Really well played. Really well played. God damn it, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. I was like, it could have been anywhere there, right? It could have been anything. Like, if he had lost his Skin Wolf working there, GG's. But as soon as Morathi dove in to go and try and snipe it, I was like, if she doesn't kill it, it's game over. But yeah, man, I don't know. That was an interesting one for sure. I think she fought up against the Marauders, and then you had like the Bleak Swords and the Dread Spears fighting up against the Skinwolf working with negative stats. I think the Dark Elves might have been able to claw that back. Might have been able to. It's the fact that she went after the Skinwolf working was the thing that it got 2 big hits and then it was game over. It was just game over, sadly. But yeah, Stronger and Faster is a seriously powerful leadership modifier, for sure. It's a seriously powerful modifier. That's why you saw that they were wavering with the Armoured Skin Wolves when Morathi came nearby, because she's faster and more expensive, so she really helps on giving that extra negative leadership, which can be really, really painful. What if you got the Marauder Horsemasters and pinned them off and allowed the Armoured Skin Wolves to just go away for a while and heal and then come back? You certainly would have got more value. But they did get in and they did do the good butchery there on Morathi. But it's a tough one, you know, coming in with negative 20 melee attack, negative 10 melee defense, and negative charge bonus. It is pretty hard to deal with Morathi. You know, if you use Morathi correctly, she is disgusting. She is absolutely disgusting. I think I just lose Grindfest, so I had a chance. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. My thought process was, if you tried the Berserkers, like if you were cycle charging the Berserkers on the outside, you might have given debuffs to the Skinwolf working, and if your swordsmen were able to get in there and finish off the working, then maybe I think you would have drawn the win. I think. But on the same time, with all the debuffs, Morathi might have been able to do it, but of course, if the Skinwolf working did hit, it was, you know, with the anti-large it has as well as that great armor piercing, it was just going to butcher Morathi. So I think it was a dice roll, but it also all depends if the Bleak Swords and the Dread Spears were going to be able to kill the working. It really depends, because it's also got regen, right? So if they're not doing any damage, because it's still got 93 armor, right? With the Bruner's Flesh. So yeah, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. It is a tough one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, her mass is terrible. Yeah, when he got charged by the work-in, she also, with mass, she was also taking flinch damage. Well, not damage, but she was taking, it's sort of damage, but she's kind of taking that flinch animation as well, so she can't, like, cycle away. Even with 105 speed, it can be so difficult. Yeah, for sure. It was a super fun one indeed. It's a super fun one. That one's going to be saved in the bank for a later date for sure. That one's going to be in the Logic Bank of replays. Not quite the Franz replay you sent me. That was an absolute replay. That one, I loved that replay. That was such a good game as well. Horse Franz for the win. What an absolute chad. Must say though, super nice snipe on the caster. I cast another game where Nevermore did that. He had a Shaman Sorcerer that was he just left it in the corner somewhere. He just left it in the corner on a replay. I think I cast it a little while. I think I cast it around Christmas time. I don't remember which one it is actually. So looky. Let's have a look. I think it was around Christmas time. Yes, it was 10 days ago. It was the Walls of War, where he won there, and you'll see in that replay that that he had his caster in like the back left corner, like not even with his main army, which is amazing. All right, so I think Mr. Chrometal, you are up. I tend to forget my casters. I mean, what a clawback, man! What a clawback. I was thinking Armored Skin Wolf was a bold move, but yeah, for sure. Aha, Mr. Crow Metal, Mr. Crow Metal. So, welcome back to the old legend of Mr. Crow Metal and Nevermore. Pick 3, please. Yeah, it was a super fun one, contender. Yeah, super fun one, my dude. Super fun one. Lisbon, Dark Elves, and Chaos Warriors. Nice. Nice. Here's a good question for you guys. What is your favorite faction to play in the game right now for Warhammer 2? Like, what's the one you enjoy the most right now? Who are we banning here today? That's the question. So with those ones, Lisbon, Dark Elves, Chaos. Beastmen, probably, and Bretonia. Ooh, okay. Maybe Greenskins and Bretonia? Oh, Chaos actually does quite well into Bretonia, actually. That's a tough one. It's a good selection. It's a good selection. Yeah, so for you, Krell, if you're still... Yo, what's going on? Rats, I don't like the concept of mains, but they are a faction I started with and enjoyed the most. But I do like to play everyone. Yeah, so do I. I like my dwarves. I like my dwarves just because dwarves are cool. Not just because I like dwarves, you know what I mean? Like, you know, no special reason. Just love my dwarves, really. Just love me some dwarfies. Which is Beastmen, Chaos, and Dark Elves. Yes. So what would I do in this? What would I do? I think I would go... No problem. So Greenskins, I would probably go Dowie, ban Chaos. Yeah, Dowie, ban Chaos. Yeah, Dowie, ban Chaos is probably what I would do, or Dowie, ban Dark Elves, depending on the day, depending on like what I want to play against. Do I want to deal with the Shade Uberkite, or do I want to deal with? Oh, sorry. Lizardmen, Chaos. So depending on what kind of mixture of factions we get here, we'll decide the map and the story behind it. So let's have a look here. So we are going to get the Sunday contender. He does fall at 1, which means Mr. Chocolate Ramen will more than likely be today's winner, unless of course we get a win here from Mr. LS Nevermore, which is also possible. It is also possible. Right, let's see what they say. Wood Elves ban Chaos. Nip into the toilet for 8 seconds. Yeah, no problem, I do. So, Wood Elves against Lizardmen or Dark Elves. So, it will more than likely be Lizardmen here, I think. Yeah. Alrighty, so we are going to be having the Lizardmen going up against the Wood Elves. So we are going to be taking it to the Lizardmen. So I think here, without shadow of a doubt, we are going to be going to the battle for it, sir. Certainly going to be the one here to fight. Hi, can I join next? Yes, you can, Mr. Caradoc. I do have 1 slot left open. I do indeed. Yeah, you'll be taking up the final slot, my friend. Mr. Caradoc, you will be the final one. I'd happy as dwarf if the go the full kite. Yeah, same Zypher. Yeah, 100%. That's what I mean. I don't really mind. It just depends if I want to play that matchup, right? Like if I could win it, but it doesn't mean I always want to play it. What else versus Lizardmen it is? Yes, so we have the dreaded Asur. No, sorry, not the Asur, the Azrai going up against the Lizardmen. They're in the defensive hold of Itza, and they're going to be trying to kind of hold the pressure from the Wood Elves. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Nice. But how are we doing, Mr. Caradoc? Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. How's your day going? Yeah, I don't like it either. Yeah. I think it just depends on the day for me. Like, it just depends on which, what I want to play, where and when. Sort of like, whatever I'm kind of feeling like, Ready, but my start button is grayed out. Nice. Let's do this. Alright, so it's going to be the Lizardmen going up against the Azrai. So yeah, pretty interesting maps here. I mean, I quite like this. I quite like this map. I know a lot of people don't like this map. I know it's not amazing to play on a high competitive level, but I think for games like this, it's not too bad. I think it's not too bad. Certainly a gorgeous map for sure. Certainly a gorgeous map. It's got some lovely elements to it. Like if you certainly dive over here to the corner, you can see all this nice back scenery, and yeah, it's a pretty nice, well-designed map. I mean, look at this bridge here, and you can see like all of the I think what this is called is sort of like the Germanic web of the Lizardmen, kind of fortifying their cities together, etc. Using the Slan pathways. So we are going to have Oxyotl here, a pretty strong choice here, with the Master Predator, Slippery, and also Cold-Blooded. Here with the Skink Priest of Beast, with just Transformation of Gadon and the Wilson's Wild Form. In the back here as well, as we are going to have the Double Chameleon Stalkers. And for the front line, the Tanky Boys, 3 units of the Taurus Warrior Shields. Main battle line skink cohort javelins in for the throwing, and we are going to have the double chameleon skinks here with the Cold One Spear Riders and 2 units of the solar engines. Yeah, pretty strong indeed. This is a good force. This here could do some nice work up against these wood elves. So for the front line, we are going to have Eternal Guards with shields, just like 1, 2, 3, 4 of the bad boys here, alongside the Firebark Elders. Yeah, interesting ones, like them quite a lot. The Wildfire Aura is going to give plus 20% flame resistance, but these bad boys are going to have 70% fire resistance, physical resistance, and 50% missile resistance. When it comes down to tank with 90 armor, these boys certainly take the cake. So Grey Guards, Starfire Shafts, 1, 2, and 3 there, along with the double, the Eternal Guards are going to be joining the back with Dryads, as well as the Lost Silver Knights. Got to be careful of those. More Eternal Guards with Dryads, and there's a lot of Eternal Guard here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's too many Eternal Guard, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that. 6 Eternal Guard is, it's not going to break the game. Just for those that don't know, if you go with 5 Eternal Guard with shields, that is all your Eternal Guard. Shield variety doesn't matter. It's weapon variety that counts. So you can go in with 3 swordsmen and then 3 spearmen, but you can't have, say, 5 spearmen with shields and then 3 spearmen without. That's not how that works, sadly. Nice day. Chelsea won their game just now. Nice, nice. Not sure who Chelsea are playing this weekend. That's over the weekend, is it? It's midweek, isn't it? Is it European Cup this week? Or FA or something? Wolves won at the weekend. 1-0 against the big United. With a nice assist from Adam Traore. The absolute tank. Yes, look at this. You've got to admit, this is it's a pretty nice map. You've got to admit, it's got nice water reflection. The boys put a lot of effort into making these maps, aesthetically pleasing, and I appreciate it. Yeah, so the old shoe at the weekend got destroyed. The good old Cristiano Ronaldo was rather disappointed, so I've heard. So we've seen. Nice, good luck, have fun. Yes, yes. Alright, let's do this. So, Ancient Tree Man is actually going to be the Lord choice. I actually didn't look into that. Ancient Tree Man here with the Scroll of Shielding. It looks like here Power Stone, Regrowth, Flesh to Stone, Earth Blood, Calling of the Woods, Life Bloom, the Blessings of the Ancients. So you're only going to really get a benefit there from in the trees. But yeah, it's very strong indeed. It's very strong. I believe it's on the same level as the Greater Arcane Conduit. If you have it in the trees there constantly, I believe. I'll have to double check that. Maybe it's just Arcane Conduit. But it's constant. So maybe it's somewhere between the two. Oxyotto going to be smashing the front, magic damage for him, so he's going to be doing extra damage here up against the trees. Of course, he pays a lot for the missile and also physical resistance. Really glitchy. 20%, okay. So Skinky Boys in the front, they're going to be doing the good damage. And there we go, fire damage, blasting charges in the front. They're going to be just moving down here. That's a bit of a mistake here for Nevermore. See, a lot of people do that. A lot of people just kind of move in here with the Stalkers and just get a little bit too overactive with them. Get them nice and close. You don't need to be on front of the Dryads, but you can certainly get some good blasting charge damage. Yeah, nice work there. Good damage indeed. You can see Dryads down to 70 models, losing 5 already. Good health loss as well here. Still blasting charges ready to go. And yeah, now they can fight in combat. Now they're weakened enough where the 20% physical resistance will do the good work. We see here as well, looks like Community Talk is going to be ready to go for the second time. They're probably going to get caught here as well. Blasting charges in the front, good damage. They should be able to get away here. Source Warriors should be able to come in and do the good butchery. Javelins over the top, firing here up against the trees. You can see in the middle there the Ancient Tree Man. Going to be getting kind of slapped upon here. Starfire Shark shooting over the top here with the nice Glade Guard. And then come the big boys. Fire damage here. The big cannons ready to go down here on the Tree Man. Tree Man certainly needs to move forward. I'd certainly be shooting the Tree Man. I wouldn't be shooting anything else. Extra fire damage. You got 403 missile strength. Negative on stats as well there from the blinded effect. Giants in can certainly do with a bit of support here from the infantry. Looks like here as well. Get some of those javelins firing over the top. But these are going to be shielded, right? They are going to be shielded to get the javelins onto the Dryads. And here we go. Butchering apart the Eternal Guards. The Source Warrior is going to be doing the good stuff there for the old ones. But for the Azrai, we are going to be falling apart here in the front lines. Dryads normally extremely good for cost efficiency. Same here for the shielded variety of the Eternal Guards. But the regular here are going to lose out on 8 melee defense there with no shields. In the middle here, the Ancient Tree Man, Fresh Stone has been popped. Power Stone and Scholar Shielding. He's just going to be kind of hanging out at the back. He kind of needs to get in there and kind of get busy, man. He needs to be slapping on the Bastiladons and, making them busy. Can't really be hanging around too much there at the backside. In the middle, Community Skins is going to be firing into the flanks of the Dryads. Doing some nice damage there. Good chip work up against the nice big trees. But in come the Dreaded Legion. The cohort. Going to be thumping here up against the Dryads. And looks like here they are going to charge in the little skinky boys of the old ones. Ula skink, indeed. Ula skink. In the middle here, Ancient Tree Man, Scholar Shielding, and Power Stone activated. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to be fighting some of the Manticore in the middle here with the Eternal Guards. Should be going to get some good anti-large poking there. Nice big shots coming out of the Bastillodon solar engines. They're going to be doing some good work there up against the Ancient Tree Man. And here come the Spear Riders. Spear Riders, if they can get in and around, they can certainly kind of slither their way into the back and start shutting down the Glade Guard range. Glade Guard range is going to do some lovely damage here on the Skink cohorts. Even with 40% missile resistance, they will take them down over time. So the Chameleons, they're going to be firing here into the Dryads. They do have physical resistance to kind of help bolster them. Eternal Guards here have been shattered. A lot of the front line is going to be dropping here from the Azrai. And top here, Saurus Warrior is going to do the big butchery here up against the Dryads, mixing in alongside the Chameleon Stalkers. 38 melee attack with poison as well for the Chameleon Stalkers is really nice, as they do kind of fight here on top of the ridge here, battling for Itza. What else here with their nice insurgents? You can see in the back here the Lost Silver Knights. They're going to be coming down here to 23 models, only losing one so far, but about 1,000 HP. They should be able to do the butchery here on the Coldborn Spear Riders. No magic damage with 75% physical resistance. Yeah, they should get away with quite a lot here, the Lost Silver Knights. 77 charge bonus, 69 armor piercing weapon strength with 52 melee attack is absolutely no joke. Starfire shooting over the top up against the Skink Priest. He's a very small target. Probably would have the Starfire Shaft shooting here up against the Bastillodon for sure. In the middle, looks like the Eternal Guards have been dealt with, and looks like here we can certainly move off with the Skinky Boys. They can do some great routing stuff there with 46 speed, I think it is. Yeah, 46 speed. Second Manticore coming through, that's pretty much going to be all the mana here for the caster, so you're not really too bothered about what else he kind of brings here to the battlefield. But in the middle, we are going to have the Saurus Warriors. If we could get a Wilson's Wild Form here, plus 30 armor, plus base weapon damage and AP, could be really nice battling up against the Ancient Tree Man. Now the Eternal Guards, 40 models here, and it's like 50 models on the right. Yeah, big hits going in. Better work there from Nevermore and the Bastillodons. Nice stuff there in the middle. Really butchering up against the Ancient Tree Man. Nice hit there from the Manticore as well. The Summer will do about 450 weapon strength there up against the Ancient Tree Man. And then back here, 46 speed is going to be chasing down up against the Glade Guard. Looks like they have been left on skirmish mode. They are just going to be running away. Some of these can forwards moving, but only forward. They don't have 360-degree shooting. You can see when they do walk past here up against the Glade Guard Starfire Shafts, they're going to stop running away, and now they're going to start shooting here into the flanks of the Skinks. Tree Man's going to go. Need to keep that Manticore in pursuit. Otherwise, that Tree Man's certainly going to return there. Did we lose the dreaded Skinkies? I'm not too sure. But in the back there, we are going to be having some Stalkers coming over to come help with the butchery here of the Glade Guard Starfire Shafts. Nice work there from the Manticore. Slightly take it down up against the Ancient Tree Man. Krell has played very well. Nice movement in there with the Lost Silver Knights. Here we are going to be sniping with Oxyotl. Magic damage for him, so he'll certainly take out a model per hit. Coming in here with 534 missile strength. In come the big bad Tree Men, the Firebark Elders. The trees that were born, risen in flames. Going to be fighting up against the God of all Skinks. But it looks like here, it is going to be the end of days for the Asur and the Hold for the Old Ones. Ah, nice, Carol, nice. Yeah, I think support around the world is huge for the British Premier League. Like I know across the world, the biggest supported team in the world is Manchester United. They have the biggest support anywhere. I think them, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Who else has huge support? I think Paris Saint-Germain has a big support. Yeah. Who wins? It was the win here of the old ones. We got the big Lizardmen win here. Unfortunately, the Azurai came with a pretty strong force. 250 there for the Ancient Tree Man. Kind of want to see him get a little bit more involved and kind of getting on top of the Bastillodons. 500, 500. Not too much damage value. Interesting stuff. 323 there for the Eternal Guards. Just so Crow Metal is aware. GG's well played, my dude, but you took too many of the Eternal Guards. But 400, 140, 230, and 180 there for the Eternal Guards, with 320 there. 214, 98, 300, and 180 there for the Dryads. 480, 850, and 480 there for the Glade Guard Starfire Shafts, and 1,200 for the Lost Silver and Knights, with 255 there for the Firebark Elders. So, 2,270 there for Oxyotl, with 0, 430, and 600 there for the Chameleon Skinks, with 866, 400, 1,200, and 400 for the Saurus Warriors. 344, 207, and 200 for the Skink Cohort Javelins. Chameleon Skinks in at 921 and 624. In the middle here, we are going to have 1,070 for the Cold One Spear Riders, with 490 there for the Poseidon Solar Engine, and 540 for the second one. Yeah, it's not quite the performance from the Solar Engines I expected. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Like it was just it was a very cheap unit, so it's not a problem. Somebody sent me in a game I replayed recently where they bought 5 Temple Guard and a Dreadosaurian with a Life Caster Slan against Bretonia, and I was like, yeah, I can't cast this. Like it was a close victory, and he completely butchered somebody. I was like, yeah, you can't do that. Bayern Munich, yeah, Bayern Munich, that's the one. Bayern Munich is a strong team, a very strong German team. But yeah, just so you know, Krell, normally you can bring 8 as a variant, but shields or no shields don't count as a variant. So it's only differences in weapons. So in the State Troop Infantry, swordsmen and spearmen are different because of the sword and the spear. Whilst having swordsmen with or without shields, even though it doesn't exist, it doesn't count. So, sadly. I don't know why that's the rules, but that is the rules. Man City already winning the PL, shame. I mean, they certainly deserve it. They certainly deserve it. They've certainly got one of the best players in the world right now. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne is just an absolute powerhouse. He's just so goddamn good. That man just churns out victories. He just churns out victories. Sorry, Krell, just had to kick you there, buddy, just so we can get in the VM legend. Where is he? Mr. Caradoc. There's an invitation, my friend. So, Mr. Nevermore is going to be joining the leaders group with 2 victories. He will be joining atop here. So let's get in Mr. VM Caradoc. Okay, we'll shorten that up for you. Let's get that Caradoc there with a bit of a trim. Nice stuff. So, for the last game of tonight, we are going to be having Mr. Caradoc going up against LS Nevermore. The scoreboard should reflect 2 current wins here for Nevermore, who's going pretty strong here so far. Yeah, sorry, Crow. Yo! If it isn't the biggest, the baddest duck you've seen around, it's Mr. Blackthorn. What are we saying, baby? How are we? How are we? How are we doing, my friend? How are we doing? So, it's going to be, by the way, Logic, can you change my name in Discord? Coming back to Warhammer. Yes! Thank God. I've been waiting for you to come back. Looking strong as ever. Looking stronger as ever. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Already got my first 2 defeats. See, that's when you know you're a true champion. You come back and you know what? I'll let you win this time. This time. So Chaos, Dark Elves, Beastmen. This time. But how you doing otherwise, Mr. Blackthorn? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? Hope you had a good one indeed. Britannia ban Beastmen. Ooh. So it's going to be Dark Elves or Chaos against Britannia. Maybe we might see King Leon Leoncoeur. Or maybe the lady herself. Did I have my first Ruben? You played really well, Krell. You played really well, dude. You played well. You played well, my friend. You played well. A couple of unit selections that you could have changed, perhaps, and maybe just a bit of a target prioritization increase, and you were definitely competitive, for sure, for sure. All right, so there's going to be Britannia coming here, and there's only one map that can be done. We are going to be fighting on the Southern Chaos Wastes. So we have Britannia. They have turned round, and now they're going to be going to the lands of the Chaos to take on LS Nevermore to see if we can dethrone the current king. Remove them here from the realms of all of the old world and see if we can retake it back here with the kings of kings. Had a blast with Age of Empires, but kind of bored with the meta already. Yeah, Age of Empires is a super cool game. Really loving Age of Empires. For me, it's super cool, chilled game that I love to get involved with, you know? Yeah, super enjoying Age of Empires. Also been playing a lot of Halo myself recently, so yeah. Cool. I will get that sorted for you, my friend. Mr. Caradot will get that sorted for you now. Make sure I do it all correctly for you. VM. Let's do that for now. Sweet. There you go. Done. We're going to return to the VM Legend, which is what we like to see here. Thanks, man. It was almost respectable, but nah, a result never in doubt. Nah, that's alright, dude. That's alright. You know, make sure you get onto the Discord. So for anybody that's new or in the Short Bid League or just want some tips, make sure you come join in the Discord regularly. We have absolute legends in the Discord that help quite a bit. Oh, does we have Prophet Oreo in? Nice. But we are going to be having like Cypher and quite a few of the RTK guys hang out there as well. And they're certainly very, very, very awesome dudes. You have like Call HR, you'll have Arcadia, and I know Killing Smalls likes to hang out and, you know, kind of help you guys with, you know, game knowledge and all these kind of things. It just kind of helps you guys, you know, get a little bit better on the performance side of things. Alright, so we are going to have a reorganisation of the league. So anybody here from the current short bid leagues that is watching, there is going to be a bit of a reorganisation. We didn't have an Urkrim Miners, but a few extra late ones have joined. So we're now going to reorganise the league just a little bit and get that going. Hey, Clock Monkey, how are we? I liked Age of Empires 3, but found Age of Empires 4 was a bit harder and not chill out game. I wanted to... It's a good but harder than I enjoy. Well, Clocker Monkey, if you ever want to just play some chilled games of Age of Empires against somebody who's not very good, feel free to add me on Steam and send me some DMs in the Discord, and we can certainly go a few rounds for sure. I actually want to do an Age of Empires kind of tournament at some point. I really enjoy Age of Empires. I just want it to be a chilled one, you know. I don't want it to be like, you know, the sweatiest of the sweatiest players playing. You know, I just want to have some, just have some fun with it, you know. There won't be any money on the line. It will just be for the sake of having a fun tournament where I just cast you guys online, just having a good laugh. Maybe do a King of the Hill or something awesome like that, you know. Yeah, you know, something fun that we can all, you know, all get behind, and you know, hopefully I can cast. And you know, I'm not super into that game. You know, I never played 3, 2, or 1 of the Age of Empires series. You know, I've only played a limited amount of time. Pretty much everything you've seen on... Yeah, pretty much every single time I've been on the game, you'll see it on Twitch. So, if I've been on Twitch playing it, you'll see it, essentially. Oh, dude, don't worry, Mr. Clock. We can be bad together. We can be bad together. It'll be terrible. It'll be a terrible watch, but we'll have a great time. We'll have a great time. We'll have a great time. It'll be awesome. It'll be great. Maybe I'll do a King of the Hill. Maybe I'll do a King of the Hill where you can come at me and you can show me. Maybe I can show you what a bad player looks like. So, more importantly, we are in the Southern Chaos Wastes, getting raided here by the Fey Enchantress from the Bretonnian side of things. She has been pushed forward by the Lady of the Lake, and they're coming into the Southern Chaos Wastes here to fight up against the awaiting chaos, to see if they can defend the crown. The king here, the current man, the myth, the legend, Ellis Nevermore, with Chaos Warhounds. 2 of them here with the poison variety. Here with 1, 2, 3, 4 Marauder Horse Masters. Very strong indeed. The Mirror Guard as well, making Slanesh very proud. And the man, the myth, the legend as well here with, I imagine, Sigvold. ITP, good melee defense, armor, silver shields, great leadership, and overall just an amazingly gorgeous unit. And certainly they're going to put on a clinic today. Chaos Warrior Halberds here to add to the already strong bolstering front line with Chaos Warrior great weapons and a mixture of Chaos Marauders. In the back, just to extra bolster, the Soul of Damnation, the amazing artillery piece here with that very nice ability where it can sort of maneuver itself in the sky, because it is actually going to be honed in by a demon that can actually help fire. So I think there's a demon inside the current model, which is why you can see it's moving. It actually has a demon inside which kind of helps the projectiles move and do all these crazy things with some of the best dwarfs in all the land here. We are going to be having the Chaos Dwarfs getting in and doing all the dirty stuff here for this gorgeous cannon. In the middle, though, we are going to have the Everduck coming down here with the Sarthoriel, the Everwatcher, the man, the myth, the legend, the protector of secrets, I think, something like that, is going to be having Standal Die, as well as Arcane Conduit, the Final Transmutation, Plague of Rust, and of course Terror, Magic Resistance, and Missile Resistance. So a lot to take into consideration. But for the Bretonnians, for the proud men here, and the farmers, we are going to have the double paladins in the sky. Yeah, pretty strong indeed. Here with the mounted German archers, including the Wardens of Montfort, here in the front for the nice poison chip damage. So we are going to have the lady, the Fey Enchantress here on the Unicorn, giving herself 60% magic resistance. No joke indeed, with the chance of potions, the Favour of the Fey, Earthblood, as well as Awakening of the Woods, Mist of the Lady, Life Bloom, and the Blessing of the Lady. So for the farmers, we are going to have the peasant mobs in the front. Let's make that 3 units. Mixing here with foot squires here, some of the more elite men of the Bretonnian forces of the infantry. And in the back here, we are going to have Knights of the Realm, questing knights, and more questing knights. And an extra unit of Knights of the Realm, so not quite nice. Chaos Warhounds with poison were in the vanguard position, but looks like they are going to be drawing back here. Not too much for them to kind of snag onto. Most of the range here is going to come from the mobile horse archers. In the front, ooh, big hit to the face there for the lady, but you can see magic damage in from the Soul of Damnation. It's going to be negated by 60% there on the Fey Enchantress, so it's not going to do too much, but damage is damage at the end of the day. 90 speed for her, 95 in fact, is going to keep her moving quite strong. Horse archers here are going to be kiting, so there's going to be a little bit of a miss there on the Fey Enchantress, but the Chaos are in wait. Not too sure what's going on here. Looks like there's a bit of an overlap there. Did we see Dwellers Below? We didn't see. Just Awakening of the Woods. Interesting. Ooh. That there is a good win coming in for the Bretonnians. Nice charge there up against the Chaos Warhounds with poison. Are they going to be able to finish them off, though, is the question. Chaos Warhounds should have missile resistance, 15% indeed. And once one here touches the outside line, then it's going to be the end of the days for them. Negative 33 leadership. Or they're dancing, and there we go, they break. Just one goes over the line. Some of these came back, not too sure what's going on there. But they have a little bit of a buggy animation sometimes with breaking off the edge of the battlefield. I've seen some, like you can see this corner here, some like break here, and then just charge all the way over here to the white line. I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense, but there we go. So a bit of a miss there up against the foot squires. The elite men of Bretonnia will be coming forward. Anti-infantry armor piercing here to kind of add to their already pretty strong frame. But unfortunately here, the melee stats are not great. 26 on 24 is not huge, especially when you're coming at about 700 gold cost. You would expect just quite a bit more there. That's going to be like Graveguard, but much less on the stats. Mortal Horse Masters in the back. They're going to be doing a little bit of kite and juke and doing all the good things that they normally do. Staying away here from the Mounted Yeoman. Mounted Yeoman should be able to get some... Oh, look at the poison there coming in up against the Marauders. Should be able to get some good poke here up against the Horse Masters, though. Here we go. Sonorous Damnation. Good counter to Kite. Big shot into the Wardens of Montfort. Lovely stuff there. And being that it's just going to be a single model, its pivot animation is going to be so much quicker than having, say, 2 or 3 cannons. So over here on the left-hand side, we are going to be just waiting here. The Chaos Warrior Great Weapons just going to be holding those battle axes, waiting to kind of engage into combat. And you can see coming down the line here, we are going to be having the peasant mobs getting ready here to thump with those big axes. As we say here, blood for the blood gods, skulls for the skull throne. As we charge in here, the peasant mobs are like, yeah, we don't really want this. We're just farmers by trait, not really looking to fight here up against these Chaos Marauders. We are going to be having the foot squires, so they will butcher the face off of the Chaos Marauders if given the chance. Looks like Arcane Conduit, maybe a bit of healing here in the sky for the Paladins as well. And over in the sky here, looks like we are going to have a fight going downtown. The aim here is going to be the nice heavily armoured knights. Big hit there in the front, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3 units do fall there. And that's going to be down to 37 models there for the questing knights. Yeah, questing knights do want to get involved. You can see the peasant mobs, they are going to be fighting here up against the Broader Horse Masters. Arrows over the top. Looks like here we are going to be aiming for the backside of the Broader Horse Masters, the elite of the cavalry here for the skirmish variety in for the Bretonians. Questing knights in. It looks like they're trying to fight here against the front line. In the back here, we are going to be having the Devil Paladins. They're now going to get surrounded here by the Chaos Warhounds, moving in with the Horse Masters as well. What kind of butchery here can we do for the Paladins? Favour of the Fae could certainly be used here in the middle for sure. Looks like here we are going to be getting the Fun Transportation kind of countered here by Overcast Earthblood. So there should be some pretty good counterplay in there. But you can see one of these getting butchered pretty hard here. Kind of shot going downtown. What are we aiming for here? Looks like we are going to be going here after the Questing Knights. Questing Knights should be able to charge here. Can they do some butchering on the Mirror Guard, though, is the question. Might be able to. Rear charge here up against the Marauders. Here we go. The Fae is in. She's going to be using the Mist of the Lady, giving that nice good damage every time hit to the Mirror Guard. Same what happened here for Sarthoria as well. Stand your ground has been activated. He does do magic damage, though, so 60% negation there for Fae. That's going to be some nice good damage there. Questing Knights in to kind of help support. But that AP not going to be too handy. Anti-infantry as well, not really going to help. The ROR here certainly could have done a little bit better. In the middle, though, this is a huge problem here coming in for the Chaos. So 4 models left here for the Sword of Damnation. Probably going down here to 3, I imagine. Now, that's going to be 3. They are unbreakable, but you do need a minimal amount here to operate the Sword of Damnation. So you do have to be careful. Paladins are moving, and this is a bit of a problem. We can see here, Sarthoria Everwatcher is going to be supported by Chaos Warrior Halberds. And where is the lady? She is a sneaky one indeed. She's going to be away. Could we get an Earthblood in here potentially? An Earthblood in here would be very, very handy, especially for those Questing Knights. Looks like we do break the Questing Knights in the middle. They do have ITP. Awakening of the Woods in the back here, smashing up against the backside of the Chaos Warrior Great Weapons. And it's like here, it is going to be a final transportation, catching 2 of the Knights and some Foot Squires. Also getting in on the Paladins as well. But you can see in the middle there, they do have anti-large, and they don't do any sort of magic damage. So they're going to be doing some quite nice stuff here up against Sarthoria the Everwatcher. The lady going to charge over here to the left. Looks like she's going to try and butcher up against some of the Chaos Warriors. Trying to see if you can help there with the Mist of the Lady, getting some good damage in and negative to melee stats. Over here on the side, so we do terrify 1. No, we don't terrify. We terrify 1 Paladin, but we break the second one. Balance about here is going to be pulling into the Bretonnian favour. A lot of the forces here are going to be falling. Can we operate the crew? Looks like we have 3 models left. I don't know if we can get back on the Sword of Damnation here. If we can, that is excellent. We can certainly start working our way back into the game. In the middle, Sarthoria the Everwatcher. He's going to be fighting here up against Knights of the Realm, charging into here with Questing Knights as well. Trying to see if they can do some good butchery here. 24 mana defense added here with the leadership for Sarthoria. Also coming in here for the extra Chaos Warriors. Halberds going strong here up against the Foot Squires. And in the middle here, we are going to get Horsemasters kind of shooting over the top here, maybe into some of the Foot Squires. But it's like Favour of the Fae is activated there on the anti-infantry armor-piercing crew. So the Challenge of Potions is going to fire down here on the Chaos Warriors. Got to be careful here. It's like a lot of damage. Yeah, looks a lot of damage just go on the Mirror Guard. We do shatter here the Chaos Warriors. We're going to be so close. That is going to be army losses. GG's and well played to the invading Bretonnians. But here in the middle, it looks like we are going to get Sarthora, the Ever-Watching. He's going to be running away. Looks like here we do have the Fae and the Paladin charging down. She will still get that tick damage over time here on Sarthorial. And there we go. Nevermore does pull out. But what an excellent finale. Hey, how we doing? Los Andes, how are we? Hello, how are you? Welcome. Lynxie is a good player of Age of Empires 3 and 4. Yes, yeah, me and Lynxie were actually linking up for a bit of Age of Empires. I haven't managed to be able to link up with him since. I think he's actually streaming right now, actually. Mr. Lynxie. He is, or at least currently was. Let's have a look. He is no longer streaming. He is no longer streaming, but he was streaming. He was doing This Is Total War with a legendary campaign. It's pretty fun. Alrighty, so we are going to be having 1,100 here for the Fae Enchantress, with 1,000 and 1,054 for the Paladin, 112, 112, and 53 there for the Peasant Mobs, 402, 680, 360, and 606 for the Foot Squires, with 866, 500, with 350, and 1,200 for the Elite Cavalry, with 520, 517, and 718 there for the Mounted German Archers. So, very nice work there. So, for the Chaos, we are going to have 2,140 for Sarthorial, very nice, with 230, 211, and 157 for the Chaos Marauders, 690 there for the Chaos Warrior Great Weapons, with 650 as well. For the Halberds, 840, and for the Mirror Guard, 800, 250, 960, 460, and 400 there for the Marauder Horse Masters, with here, what we're going to see, 200, 180 there for the Chaos Warhounds, and 777 for the Soul of Damnation. No, very nice. GG's one. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. So it looks like here we will very quickly change the scoreboard. Unfortunately, that is going to be me out of time, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you very much to everybody that watched and participated today. I appreciate absolutely all of you, so thank you so much for turning up. I want to say thank you very much. Quickly, carry on playing. Alright, so yeah, thank you very much to Caradoc and everybody else that played today. It was nice to see all of you up and playing again. Nice to see some of you coming back. Nice to see some new faces today here as well. If you guys did enjoy this, did enjoy all the stuff you saw today, do feel free to smash that like button. It really, really does help here on the channel. And of course, subscribe. We just hit that 1,000. I do have a 1K stream coming soon. Organising how I want to do it. Yeah, so it should be pretty interesting. I think there's going to be a nice thing I'm going to do there that hopefully get all of you involved, and you'll see me lose over and over and over again. That should be pretty fun. What else are we going to say? Yes, we do have next week. We'll be having the final or the finale of Battlemania Season 6. So we'll be seeing that finish off for Warhammer 3. What else will we see? We got some other stuff coming in as well. I'm not going to say too much right now, but we got some more stuff coming that should be really, really fun. Lots of videos. What I'm going to do, so for some of you that don't know, recently I did start out here on the channel. So if you go to tournaments, the first one is going to be Logic's Challenges. I did actually release, if you go right to the very top, you will actually see there was I think it's actually pinned. It is pinned, I think. Yeah. So on the pinned, you will see I actually put forward a. It actually started as a bit of a joke. But it's a really fun thing to do, right? So somebody in chat was actually Killing Small said there's no way you can build a full stack, a full legal stack, a full legal Vanguard stack of the Empire. And I said, on the contrary, you can, and I did, and it is a meme, it is a huge meme. But the way we worked it was that the best win that we could find from that week what it would be is that I would just cast a few, would just cast that one, and then the next week we'll move on to the next one. So there will be another one, and I will be posting like a fun one every single week. When are the I will be putting out the video tomorrow, Caradoc. Yeah, I'll be putting out the video tomorrow. I am late today. Oh, no problem, Caradoc. We'll try and get you in on the next one because you won this one. If you message me on the next King of the Hill, you can be the first player. You can be the first player. No problem, Parker. Really nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're very, very well. I hope things are going well for you. I hope the shop's well. I hope your health is well. I hope your family's well. I haven't heard too much from you or Subnova, so I hope you're both having a great Christmas and a very, very happy New Year. And yes, thank you very much to everybody else for today. As I'll say again for the last time, we're going to do lots of fun other extra elements. I will be doing a sub-faction tournament next week. We'll try and get back to doing the normal stuff. Now I had a very, very busy period in December and kind of New Year's. So we'll be back to the normal stuff. Lots and lots of replays, lots and lots of videos, and of course, lots of more content to come. So guys, please take care of yourselves. I'll see you all tomorrow for some more content, and maybe tonight if I do get a time for a nice little cheeky stream. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care.